Welcome to the Red Cup. We got a special tonight. That's my man JD always mocking me. You know what I'm saying? He loved my introduction, man. You know, no blue.
To the Red Cup.
Tonight gonna be real nice, man. We got my man Dirk Sims cookbook right here, man. From Flint Hill back in the day, Virginia. My man Dre, JB as usual, and the one and only 3D in the house tonight. We got him coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see me representing the 3D gear. You know what I'm saying? He got all the clothing line and everything, man. We gonna first question 3D, just coming out that Virginia area, man. Where you started at, around your neighborhood, what made you start hooping?
I think what I love the first question, and so we can go ahead and set the record straight. So I'm originally from Hagerstown, Maryland. That's where I was born. My dad's from Hagerstown, and my mom's from Leesburg, Virginia. So I just go ahead and put that straight. So now when everyone shares and retweets and all those things, that is the truth. That's what's on my birth certificate, Hagerstown, Maryland. So the first time I started playing basketball was in Wheaton Park in Hagerstown, Maryland. Okay? And just playing and having fun like every other little kid. Played a little football when I was young, hated baseball. I'm like, Mom, please let me go baseball. I'll clean my room, I'll wash the dishes. I just don't want to, play no more baseball. So that's my baseball story. And all the people that really know me, I really love football more growing up as a kid because I love the contact. Mm-hmm. And then how that transferred to basketball, people who know me when I was younger, I was inside. You remember, I played inside more, post-up game and so forth. So Mom and Dad get the divorce, moved to Leesburg, moved down to Reston, and then and also too, so people know, the first high school I went to. It's a good trivia question because a lot of people don't know unless you grew up with me. I went to Loudoun County High School first.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
See?
Shit.
So I went to Loudoun County High School first. I played with my boy Kelvin Roberts, who's my point guard. We call him Ribs. A dude named Todd Baker, white boy that was cold, lefty. And we went all the way to the state championship and lost to Stanton, Virginia, to Kev Madden, who went on to go to UNC.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I was 15 years old. 15 years old, playing center at 6'7". Okay? I come back from that tournament, guy by the name of David Atkins, say, hey man, look, I did the same thing you do. I went to Loudoun County. They're not going to prepare you for college. They're not going to take your game to the next level. You need to come down here to Flint Hill with me. I'm like, what? Flint Hill? Okay. So I did my research. This is way before Google and Instagram, all the social media, all that, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to keep, I told you, Chuck, man, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I originally wanted to go to DeMatha because if you're from the DMV, you love sports, you love highlights. What was the favorite show back when we were kids?
Fast Break.
Fast Break, James Brown, and the other show was George Michael. You know what I mean? So it was crazy because I remember Adrian Branch throwing the ball off the backboard. Mm-hmm. It was all over the news, and I was like, who the hell is that? 6'8" point guard lefty. And of course, we seen Magic. Magic's on TV. We saw, as kids, we saw Michigan State, the Bird game, we saw it. But this is DMV. It's like, who is this kid in Maryland throwing the thing off the backboard in high school? Oh, shit. Mm-hmm. Mom, I want to go to DeMatha. Boy, I'm not getting on 495. You're going to Flint Hill. Damn. That's the truth.
Wasn't a bad choice though.
No, it wasn't a bad choice. It wasn't a bad choice. Is that I have to sometimes break it all the way down to explain to people, this is the truth. This is not something that some reporter sat with me and tricked the words and flipped the words a little bit. No, I wanted to go to DeMatha first, but Libby Scott saying we are not getting on 495 with this raggedy ass car, leaving them from one hood. No, we're not doing it. Flint Hill's closer. That's where you're going. That's how I met Derek Sims. That's how I met Eric Banks, Dave Atkins, Brett Enzer, Kevin Sutton, John Sickles, and then realizing that Derek Sims and may rest in peace, Carlos Shakes. So Carlos Shakes for the old heads. Remember Carlos Shakes, may rest in peace. And Derek Sims lit the fire. And I came in and made the shit explode. and that's when George Lynch and all Randolph Childress. Then
I was going to see y'all play back then. Y'all was playing against my brother in St. Anthony. Y'all had to play them over like 5 times a year. You know what I'm saying?
They know Aaron Bain. Aaron Bain, yeah.
I said this motherfucker. Because he was young, you know what I'm saying? Like playing with them.
Right.
That was
I was
when
the
y'all
young
had
one.
Mob.
I was the young one.
Yeah,
I was a freshman. So once again, so I'm keep it real with you. So back then, it was called prepping. Mm-hmm. Now they call it reclassification.
Yeah.
That's what they call it now. It's a more sophisticated word. They never prepping. But because I was 15, my mom started me school at 5. Because I was already damn near 6 foot. She said, "Get your big ass out of here. You got to go to school. Can't just sit around out the pocket." So that was the fun part when I go back and laugh at it now because I was so big.
Right.
So my mom said, "You got to go to school." But no one else was going. Everyone else was staying home at 4 and 5, but I was so big, so I started school early. So that's why I was able, because of my size and the God blessing these big old hands I had, so I could shoot the ball. So I was able to play with older kids. I was at the gym playing with older kids, and once that whole AAU circuit hit, and I met you, and I met who was the left-handed guy that played with Anthony Tucker at McKinley Tech?
Tucker had
Moses.
They had
lefty dark skinned guy.
They had Orlando Vega.
No, wait a minute. Was he lefty?
No, Vega wasn't lefty.
He was a lefty.
Dark
skinned cat. And I played with them at 15 summer league. I mean, because we lost, and then whatever the AAU thing was over in Annandale. Mm-hmm. We had lost. That's when you could pick someone up, and they took me to states. Mm-hmm. That was the first time I got a taste of real. Carlos, there you go. Los, my man, Los.
Los with the J, my man Los.
Love you, bro. Yeah. I don't know if I ever told you when we was 15, 16, bro. Los was the one that kind of like, dude, come on, man, come on, do you. Los was the one. Yeah, because it was we were young then. We didn't know the distinction. It was Virginia, it was Maryland. Then I had to find. No, I'm not from Virginia. I'm from Maryland. My birth certificate said Maryland. I just moved. It's like you had to fight like all that. So this is real talk now. So that's why when I came over and played in the Kennedy League and the Civil War Friend, honestly, that's why I tried to bust everybody's ass. Mm-hmm. Oh, he better than you. So that's how me and Anthony Tucker became boys, because DC said it's like, Tuck, I'm about to bust your ass. You know what I mean? So it's like all the inner city schools. When I came across Key Bridge, it's like I had to let it out because it was so much dissension on where you really from. Where now the kids say DMV now we're all together. It's like finally,
right.
In the late '80s, early '90s, we weren't together like that, and that's what kids don't realize. So that's why I was always like, man, look. Said, hey, we got Mac tonight. I'm gonna bust their ass. Yeah. My man Perry Carter.
Gonzaga.
And then Mark Tillman. Yeah. We got Gonzaga. I'm finna bust your ass tonight. And they're older than me. As a sophomore, I'm talking cash shit. What are you talking about? I said, man, a ham sandwich, go back to the hood. I'm gonna bust your ass. And they're like, man, well, I said, there's no difference from Section 8, Section 8, man. So Section 8 in DC and Section 8 in Virginia difference? The same government cheese, nigga, stop playing. Yeah. I'm busting your ass tonight. Yeah. Or we going to play curl. I'm busting your ass too. Yeah. Remember saying we got a bus, we went up to New York. We played Bronx. We in the Bronx. We in the hood.
Long Island Luther. Gary Vosey.
John Johnson, who ended up playing with Virginia. I'm a freshman. 30 got MVP of the tournament. I said, I'm busting y'all's ass because I'm hungry. I'm salivating. I don't know. I'm like, man, I'm going back to the hood like y'all, but y'all are down playing this because I'm living in Virginia, and I'm not saying D.C. I'm not saying Maryland, so y'all down. Okay, I'm going to bust y'all's ass on the court, and then y'all know where I'm from. And that's kind of how my motivation came of when I come across that bridge.
They got the message.
I got to bring it.
They got the message.
I got to bring it.
Hey, I want to know, so when did you know you was like that? When did you kind of know you was like that? Because it get to a certain point where, you good, whatever. You try to have some success, but then the success is consistent. So then, like, when damn, like, this shit a little bit different.
It was probably my freshman year at Flint Hill. We're in Hawaii. It's the Iolani Classic. Everybody's talking about Derek Sims. Everyone's talking about Dwayne Bryant when I'm going to Georgetown. It was like 5 seniors. They were talking about them. And this dude, remember I had the high top fade when my hair would grow? Yeah. My hair would grow, right? And I got MVP.
Damn.
And I came back and got MVP again. So then I come to find out I was the first player to get MVP 3 years in a row.
Damn.
I'm like, oh shit. Then Bobby Crimmins is there, John Thompson is there, Gary Williams is there, Coach K is there. I'm like, Mom, these are the people we see on TV, they come to watch me play. And that's when it really hit. Because we don't have Twitter. I didn't have no video. I didn't have no Balls Life video now we can do for our kids and nieces and nephews. I ain't had none of that.
Well, what you did have back then, I remember like it was yesterday, them AAU practice, I used to come and see y'all when Kitchens had y'all. Y'all had that mob, you, John Turner, Tucker, and just at the practice, you see Bobby Crimmins and that motherfucker, Boeheim.
Yeah.
Fuck the games, they had motherfucking practices. I'm like, man, these motherfuckers tough as shit. And that's when I said,
bad motherfuckers.
These some bad motherfuckers.
These some bad motherfuckers.
That's how she was bad motherfuckers.
Bad
You know what I'm saying?
motherfuckers,
You and Chucker that year, man, that shit was incredible, Joe. They was frying motherfuckers.
Just watching pros and shit.
Yeah.
But to hear y'all say that and knowing that we were living in the moment, I actually, because now I'm doing TV, I'm on NBA TV, I'm doing TNT, and to be able to articulate what I see during the game, and then this kid goes, oh man, you're great on TV, and then the dad goes, you know he really could play. And I go, he did? He could play, Dad?
Yeah.
It's gratifying. Because as we try to teach our kids to reinvent yourself, because the generational thing and the kids now are so socially motivated from our phones and iPads and stuff. So even my 13, I say, he goes, Dad, you can't shoot. I'm like, Google it. Because there's no need to argue. So that's the good thing about social media today. No need to argue it. So it's, oh man, he can't play, man, just Google it and come back and talk to me. Hey, my bad. I looked, man, I didn't know you had a post-up game in high school. I know, because you didn't watch me in high school.
Right.
You were just a three-point shooter.
So you had a post-up game in the league. Shit.
But if you didn't watch me, if you didn't watch my first couple of years, you didn't see it. Because once I got around Shaq and Penny, I was like, I'm not dumb.
Oh yeah, no, you
Shaq, hey man, life's easy. I can play a couple extra years. It can be some easier shots. But that's how you have to educate the younger generation, that if you're not willing to let your game adapt, you can be out the league. And that was one thing for me. And me and Nick Anderson talk about all the time, like, dude, these used to be our team, but these two young dudes right here, whew. So that's part of why I like to do what I do today, educate and share, but always remind people how it all started.
But see, I tell you this, like, the way we all in the same generation, we came up, we had Street Smith. So even from Kurt, myself, you, like, it wasn't the internet, but that was kind of like our internet a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And so when you saw people...
That was our internet.
You know what I'm saying?
You couldn't wait to see your name like that.
Because students said about you know if you that good enough.
Hey, look, so we look at that shit, and like, so for us, I never really even, at that time, probably thought about the Maryland, D.C., Virginia. When you was in that motherfucker, you know, and it was number one, or I remember back in them days, like 87, Liberty, U. I'm like,
right, there you go.
The motherfucker, that's right there. I can reach and touch this nigga. He right here. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really looking at it like Virginia. It was just, yo, you was from here. You know what I mean? But clearly what you put up was crazy, but it was such a different time, dog. But I just remember that. The craziest thing I always remember, like, one of the first moments that stood out to me with the whole Dennis Scott thing was when he was on Good Morning America, dog. I never forget that shit as long as I live, young. And to me,
wow.
Hey Joe, I mean that shit. I never forget that, dog.
Wow.
And that was a show. I probably was getting ready for school and
wow.
shit. I don't know how old I was. You and Marcus Nippers on that motherfucker, dog. And I'm like,
y'all was top 2 in the country that year.
Yeah. I said, yo, you from the crib. How the fuck was that, yo?
Yeah.
Real talk. How was that?
It was so surreal, as I'm sharing right now, because we keep it 100, right? I make sure everybody know. It was so surreal because outside of James Brown's Fast Break show, that's the only time I'd ever been on TV. So they flew us to New York.
Damn.
So if you Google that, because it's on YouTube, my voice is high. I'm nervous as shit, like, hi, Robert Roberts, yeah. I'm happy. Put me down on All Americans. I want to go to college. I want to get a scholarship. It's like
And this the and you look, and you the baddest motherfucker.
I'm the coldest dude
in the class.
Right, so
in the motherfucking class.
So
That's
they
crazy.
say the dude next to me is better than me, and I never got a chance to play against him.
Oh, right.
You see what I'm saying? So it is weird. It is weird that is part of the narrative. Like you're so young and the game is so legit and so real. You're hooping.
Yeah.
You don't have an ulterior motive.
Yeah, you just hooping.
And that's what I miss about growing up here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know about growing up in California. I don't know about growing up in Miami. I know growing up in DC, if you can hoop and you play hard, people love you, people respect you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go anywhere. I mean, that's the second part of that question. I started going places. People started buying me drinks. People started buying my meal. I'm like, hey, yeah, good game, man. Hey, man, make sure y'all win this weekend. I'm like, I'm in high school. I'm at, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I had no idea that was creating what I was creating, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's what's up. Like Bryson brought that up. We was talking about that one time. And I was sitting there, and people said, "Man, I know that motherfucker was on the murder." So we just bust out laughing because we were young at that time. We was 89. You know, so we looking up to y'all great. We always looked up to. Man, we gonna one day just probably get where they at. You know, just on the high school level, not the college and league. You know what I'm saying? They was getting that attention in high school, Joe. That shit was. I remember coming to see Dirk play back in the day. Bucket getter. You know what I'm saying? I never get y'all played St. Am's at the goddamn Capital Center.
Yep.
And I was at that game. You know what I'm saying? Michael Best on St. Am's. My brother and them against y'all. Dennis a young boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching these motherfuckers. But I'm like, man, I'm 8th, 9th grade. Like, shit, these motherfuckers. At the time, I'm like, I probably can get out there and sit on the bench with these motherfuckers. But then it was the time I got a little better. I'm like, well, I can get out there with these motherfuckers now. You know what I'm saying? And just to catch up with y'all dudes now, from all these years back, from me, a young guy, I call myself, I'm a young oldie. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen all that shit back in the day.
So now I'm going to flip the script on you for saying that. Because I do what I do. Do sometimes, when you look back, do you think you grew up too fast?
Yeah, always. I always think like that because I seen too much early. Right. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it can go either way.
You can go either way.
You can go either way.
Right.
But I done seen all that early with y'all.
Right.
So at my time, certain shit didn't impress me. Like I go through it all the time with me and Rick would talk, or just people in the streets. They always talk about the game against me and Kenny, the Capital Classic. I'm like, to me, that was just basketball because that's what I grew up doing.
Right.
It didn't. I mean, that motherfucker was a bad motherfucker. No disrespect.
But that was your day.
But right, and I was like, it is what it is.
Right.
And to me, coming from where we come from, you see rumbles like that all the time because motherfuckers ain't trying to lose. Right. And I'm like, I've been seeing this, like a lot of shit. I'm like, I'm just playing. Like I had my brother Sherman, all them guys that play against when I was younger. To be like, when I'm playing against my peers, a lot of stuff was like. It wasn't new to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I always respected my opponents, always respected the game. Because I sat there and watched a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I was already mindset like, I knew I can get out there. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, sometimes you got to sit back and do all that watching and all that. But we had our times the same year y'all had, but y'all had some freak-ass athletes, man, no blue, that was like that.
Yeah.
And just to sit and watch, like John Turner. And then to see you, JT, and all y'all guys, Joe Wild and y'all guys ended up in the same draft and all that shit. I'm like, man, I remember these dudes, they was in high school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Getting to where they need to be, you know what I'm saying? So our time came, it just wasn't new, but at the same time, it was still exciting because everybody don't get them chances to be in that limelight, though. You know what I'm saying? So these youngsters today, everything is limelight to them. You know what I'm saying? The camera's always on.
They want it too early.
Yeah.
And being able to educate them that the more you can do it, the longer you can do it, and now you get that word consistency, that's when you're able to say to yourself, now I can, because today's kid want the brand first without the work.
There you go.
And you explain to them that if you put in the work, the brand comes by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, when it comes, where does your personality fit for the brand? You say, well, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm good friends with Deion Sanders, right? He's one of the best to ever sell his own brand, right? Tim Duncan's one of the best to ever do it. His brand is nice, and he doesn't say a damn word.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, listen to what I just said. I use two different sports. And Deion's one of the most well-spoken representative for black men in football, in sports ever, right? His 30 for 30 coming out is going to be crazy. And Tim Duncan's from the Virgin Islands, arguably the best power forward to ever touch a basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never heard from him.
I was just about to say, you use two different sports and two totally different personalities. You know what I'm saying? Both of them. Yeah.
But because I'm trying to help the next generation think.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, think. Where does your personality fit?
Sometimes them youngers don't even know who the hell they talking to, though.
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? From like, or the significance of like a Good Morning America back then to what today equivalent might be. I don't know what that is, you know what I'm saying? But I was just thinking, man, I'm looking at the draft, right? And it's crazy, like, to think when you talking about to do it as long as you can. Now, if you could have, if it was a different time and you could rewind the clock, think about how many millions of dollars you missed out on because you went to school, was in there for 3 years. And the craziest shit to me, when you look at statistically, right?
Wow.
The 1990s draft, in 2 rounds, I think it was like maybe 7 total underclassmen. Mm-hmm. Everybody else was seniors, dog. If you look at that shit, it's crazy. So y'all motherfuckers was going to school,
you had to be
dog.
super special
Like,
to go hard shit back then.
and in the first round, I only want to say it was 2. Maybe you and it was you and one other person.
Me and
it was like 2 people.
Bo Kimball, that left Loyola Marymount after his junior year. Remember Hank Gathers?
No, they were seniors.
They were seniors. They were
seniors. It was only you and one other person. You was 4. It was one other person.
Was Gary
and
Payton?
Gary Payton was a senior.
Mahmoud, Chris
Jackson. That was it.
That's what
he was a sophomore. Check this out.
Yeah, Chris
Jackson was a sophomore. You were a junior, and that was it.
That's right, Chris Jackson.
All seniors, dog.
Chris Jackson.
So what you think about that though? Like,
no, you bring up a good point, and I only can answer this truthfully because
that's all we do is true shit, Dennis.
No, because listen, I'm not gonna shoot, but I have to lay that so you understand where I'm coming from. Is that my 3 years at Georgia Tech? Those 3 years. Those 3 years were the best years of my life, and I was broke.
That's cool. That's
Say it again. The best 3 years of my life, and I was broke. I made $37 million through contract in the NBA, and I wasn't as happy. So that's why when people say that, I'm only speaking through my experience. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to. My experience is I tasted college. If they would have told me I was going to be a top 5 pick and end up going 4, I was going back.
Damn.
Because I went home, 2-bedroom apartment, me and Mom's, Cedar Ridge, Reston, Virginia. Mom, they tell me I'm going to go with the worst 5. What you want to do, baby? I just got you back. She don't know.
So she wasn't tripping.
If I gotta go to work tomorrow, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Right.
If not, then whatever. I said, well, Mom, if I do this, then you ain't never working day again. She said she should be 77 May 19th, and she ain't worked since that day, since 1990. So that's why when we say eras and how things have changed, I don't get mad.
Cause you
can't. I laugh, and people say, "What's that?" Mom, you should tell Dad he can't get nothing nice. Told me that's real talk. And you keep it 100,
right? You can't. Yeah, no bullshit. I hope you
see
watch this
motherfucker. Because I told you, because you my man, and I wanted people to understand that because of basketball, it brought us together.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I'm the age group of your brother.
Right.
But me and you man's.
Right.
You see what I'm saying, Rick? So you understand what I'm saying? That me and his brother are closer in age, but because of my age, I'm just a year younger than his brother. But I'm still old enough to play with him in the AAU because the way shit was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's my man.
How was your recruiting, man? Like, how'd you end up at Georgia? How'd you end up at Georgia Tech? Leaving the area.
Damn, you hit me with all that. Yeah, I want me to go straight to the juggler again.
Yeah. Ching.
Lefty Drysdale is, I call him Uncle Lefty.
That's my motherfucking man right
Man,
there.
love motherfucking lefty, buddy.
Love that.
Uncle Lefty. And I had pretty much verbally committed there as a junior.
Tomorrow?
Damn.
And then obviously bias. I lost to, now I'm getting you, if I told you I'm stating the good stuff, like I haven't never talked about some of the stuff on NBA TV or TNT and none of this stuff. None of the stuff I ever talked about. Sirius Radio, none of the stuff I've ever talked about before. I just lost to Bob Wade
Damn,
at
Dunbar.
George, no, we played him at George Mason.
Oh, shit.
Dunbar came to us. That's how cold Stu Vetter was back then. You had to come to us. Because if we can't even beat you, you had to come to us for the next 5 years. That's how gangster Stu was. And we go to man like, what? If we come to your gym, we beat you? Oh, Stu was renegotiating that kind of, you come to us 3 times before we come back to you. We're independent. We're 5 independent.
And not only that, y'all had players.
Yes.
They wouldn't turn the opportunities down. They get motherfuckers.
Still coaching motherfucker, yo.
So we just lose to Dunbar by 2 at George Mason. I'm thinking. All the bad stuff happens. Fly to Syracuse. They're playing Georgetown. 30 inches of snow. One little pub after the game. Everybody going to kick it.
Yeah,
I'm like, DC, this is what y'all do? Oh man, it's cool.
You know, see you telling y'all pictures.
You're right. Watch this.
I think that shit funny as a motherfucker.
Watch this. And there were some, funny people hanging out with us. I'm gonna leave that at that.
Right.
And then I said, "That's it." Oh hell no! I ain't coming up here. I'm like Sherm, Sherm. This is before what did the kids say down the bag? I'm like, where's the bag? I'm like, where's the motherfucker? Ain't no bag. Y'all want me to come up here and see 30 in the store? Ain't no bag. Hey, so I'm like, where's the bag? Where's everybody with this? Where's the shoebox?
Right.
If y'all want me to come up here, where's the?
Oh, that's funny.
So Sherm hosted you?
It was I had
DC.
Stevie Thompson.
Stevie
Oh,
Thompson.
Stevie
right?
Thompson.
That's the class of 86, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm 87. So Stevie Thompson, we had a good time. I mean, when you're 17 years old, 18 on campus, the only real bad part was 28 inches of snow.
The snow, the weather.
Right, that was the only thing that
But it don't really shut that shit down, though.
No, because they're used to it. Like I had big old clouds. Like it was 20 inches of snow the last 3 hours. Next thing you know, the road was
They prepared for that shit already. You looking at it like, fuck.
Now, if you know what happened in Atlanta, we shut down for the year.
Yo, it's all way over. Too much rain, it's a wrap.
Right. So the recruiting process was a lot of fun. And I was really confused because of my personality. I wanted to go to UCLA, and that's kind of like how ironic why I'm doing TV and doing what I do, because it was fun and it fit into my wheelhouse, so to speak. Then I went down south. And Bobby Cremins and Perry Clark. Perry Clark went to the Math.
I know Perry.
Right, so
Perry was all over the place recruiting.
Perry was all over me.
Buckers, everywhere.
Perry was all over me. Because Perry was from here.
Mm-hmm.
So Perry
Perry's
knew.
been in practice, motherfucker, in
Perry
little
did-
gym for
Perry
kids.
did
I know.
Sidwell. He did the Kenner League.
Yeah. Perry, yeah.
I'm gonna take y'all way back.
Joe in the trash cans like
my
Oscar.
very first year, because I only played one game. This is his senior year. Jelliff League. I said, Perry, you was watching me in
Up
I said,
Georgetown.
I only played one game in Jelliff
Jelliff.
because I hadn't officially transferred yet, so I couldn't really play. But Stu said, go out there anyway.
But that's when they were actually coming out to see you.
Yes.
Like now, they just hear about you and send somebody. They were actually coming themselves to see you. That's why I brought up when that practice that time. I seen all them see you and Tucker.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, where the fuck I'm at? These motherfuckers in here to see these bad motherfuckers. And y'all performed. Mr. Kid just made sure
Yep.
that you know what I'm saying, that y'all motherfuckers was on point with everything though.
Everything and how that translated. So for all you people out there that are blessed enough to have their recruiting process, and regardless of how you're living, but the fact that John Thompson, Miss Mary, and what was the little
Murray
Riley?
Mike Riley.
Mike Riley, and what was the look like Magnum PI? Assistant white coach. I can't think of his name right now. That's Craig. Love you, Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Craig was cool as super famous. But he looked like Magnum PI. I just messed with him. Just called him Magnum PI. So they walk in the hood. Cedar Ridge, West Virginia. They walk in. You know, come on. I'm keeping how many jokers on the corner with the brown bag sitting on the car. John Thompson. Hi. I'm like, dog, chill out, y'all. Like so this is real talk. John Thompson came in the hood.
Ronnie played with you.
Yeah, Ronnie played with me 1 year. Ronnie Thompson played with me 1 year. Jim Boeheim came in the hood. Only one didn't come in the hood. Coach K didn't come in the hood, so I think that's why I didn't go to Duke. He sent his assistant and I said, get your ass out of here.
Get your ass out of here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But that's why. That's what they do.
Bobby, Perry, and
home visit was mean.
Yeah, home visit was mean back then. Actually, I think if you go back and talk to a lot of us who were from the neighborhood, the home visit really meant the most.
That was the one.
Yeah. It really meant the most because you really got to taste.
They want you.
How we really were living.
Yeah. And that has a lot to do with them coaches wanting you also.
Mm-hmm.
They look at your situation.
Yeah.
I know we can help.
Well, they see how hungry you are.
Yeah.
So my son, my 13-year-old son asked me, he goes, Dad, I've been reading up and I'm learning about this hood thing. I have some friends now, because same thing in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I said, son, I didn't grow up in an $800,000 house that you were going to be in.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well, I went and had a sleepover the other night, and my friend lives in apartments down on a place called Roswell Road, like any other, popular road in any other city.
Mm-hmm.
But him and his brother and sister share a room. I said, share a room or share an apartment room? An apartment room. I said, oh, son, that's how we all grew up.
Yeah.
He looked at me and it was dumbfounded, because if you've never seen it, you don't know. So that's why when a college coach came to your house, come here, man. Damn, you 6'8". You see that? My bed takes up the whole room.
Yeah.
I got a dresser in the closet. My bed took up the whole room. I had a dresser in a closet.
I need more space.
Hey, look.
My mom's working 3 jobs.
How about this? It was so small you couldn't even change your mind in that motherfucker.
Go to the bathroom and change your clothes. I'm trying to tell you.
Go to the bathroom and change
That's
your mind.
But that's what made a coach who was serious about recruiting you, that was serious about learning your family structure. Where's your dad? Well, my dad lives in Maryland. I see him in the summertime. But I really live with my grandmother in the summertime. Why is that? Well, I hang out with my dad. My dad's going, come on, we're all grown men. Dad going to do what grown men do.
Right.
Oh, I get it now because I'm grown. Because I'm a grown man. I do what grown men do. I'm not mad at you, Dad. But we as men get mad. I flip the script. I'm like, Dad, come here, man. Come here, man. All right, come here, man. So when I made it, I brought Dad in. Come here. Come here, man. That girl inside that shit was good. I got you. I get it. So until you go back and kind of mend that fence, you know what I mean? It's like you're mad at your dad. Oh, my dad wasn't shit. My dad wasn't there for me. My dad, yeah, he wasn't there, but there's a reason he wasn't there. Mm-hmm. And once I figured out that reason, I was no longer mad. He was just being a man, right? We as men, all y'all listening, we men make decisions sometimes that are good or better and different. But how do we stand up as men on our 2 feet and continue to move forward? So that was the different. Brought him in, everything was cool. We kicked, that's my dude, mom, they made, it's almost like life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then you speed it forward. My son goes, Dad, how were you able to stay disciplined? I said, I can't explain how Dr. James Naismith, zoom in on Rick, zoom in. That basketball is truly a life changer. I turned 50 September the 5th, and I haven't had a real job ever in my life. I did a radio show last summer, and someone said, if you could have dinner or lunch with anybody in the world, who would it be? I said, first of all, I like the question.
That's a great question.
Great question. I said, who do you think first? Michael Jordan. Will Chamberlain. I'm sorry, I forgot a little piece. Dead or alive. It was dead or alive.
Okay.
And some great names came out. I mean, you can name, because everyone knows I love music, and Chuck Brown just passed. That's why the question was great, because everyone knows how much I love go-go music. I said, nope. I said, Dr. James Naismith. I said, how many people know why basketball was created first?
Right. What was he thinking?
Why?
Right.
So once you go learn that, because I'm not going to give you the answer to that, that's your trivia question for the show tonight. Go look up why Dr. Naismith created basketball. And that's the person that I would love to have dinner or lunch with, just to say thank you. That you've created a vehicle for young men and young women. If they work hard, play the right way, you can get paid handsomely and never have a real job ever in your life. Because if you play right, you have good relationships, they parlay into coaching, scouting, GM, player personnel, right?
Yeah.
Marketing. Oh, I do TV and radio. Because of the game.
Because of the game, right.
Only because of the game. Because if I didn't play, what gives me the credibility to speak on what I've seen and been through and fought through wars, right? But that's the part that when you're doing it as a kid, you don't see it. You don't see it until later. Where now, because of social media, kids see it earlier, right? So it's fun it's really fun to really sit here and say, when y'all knew me as kids, I had no idea I'd be sitting here being able to give this testimony how much fun I'm having with life and how basketball has been good to me. It's that serious.
But see, kids see it, but do you think they appreciate it though? Like you were talking right now, like you appreciate that shit, like you know what I'm saying? So right now in this generation, it's not about attacking this generation today or what they going through and like, but do you think they appreciate that shit?
Not yet. It's and the reason I say that is because it's like what our peers were telling us when we were going through it. We didn't wake up until a few years later. Like,
It's always time for us to.
We've all considered as grown men and say, remember that
Absolutely.
when the light went off, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
I'm putting the drink down. I'm putting that down, whatever your thing was. Because whatever your thing is, you put that down. I go to school tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then you looked over in the corner. Well, he didn't skip school for 3 days. He on the corner. No, I'm going to school.
I don't want to be like that.
I'm going to school. And that's why I think with this generation is because their access is so easy with the social media, phone, the iPads and all that, which is great. So how we challenge our kids at home is that you have all this access. It shouldn't be a bad grade that comes in the house. So I went to a parent-teacher conference the other day. And the teacher goes, well, your son's this. Okay, he's this. I said, is there an aptitude problem? She goes, nope. Is there a social problem? Yes. I said, well, you got to figure that out. Because until you tell me my son is disrupting the class or being disrespectful to you, then I'm from the old school. Where's the problem?
What you getting paid
He's
for?
talking to his friends. Are his friends talking to him too?
What's she getting paid?
I'm like, wait a minute. There's a whole. Last time I checked, every kid between first grade to 8th grade, they talk in class.
Yeah.
So what makes my kid? Oh, because he's 6'5"? Well, he's always standing up. I said, how tall are you, ma'am? She said, I'm 5'3". I said, have your knees ever ached? She said, never. And I said, I don't mean to intimidate. My knees hurt right now.
You got to stand up. You got to
The story came to some time. I didn't stand right now because my right knee just got stiff. But I had to show her. I was like, if you've never been 6 foot, how the hell can you understand what my son's going through? If he's disrespectful, I'm tearing his ass up. They look at me, no, I'm tearing his ass up. They know that. You go to school to learn, you go to school to be a clown. But certain times at 12 years old. He's 6'5". He got to stretch them legs out. I had no idea. I know. But until you tell me it's an aptitude problem, or he's disrespecting me, y'all leave me the hell alone and go back to work.
Right. Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
that's
Leave me
good
the hell
shit,
alone.
though.
Yeah.
So did,
That's
So that's the
good
stuff
thing.
that my mom was going through back in the late, so I'm 68 baby, so 79, 80, right around 11, 12, that late 70s, early 80s, my mom was going through it. And, Mom, my knees hurt. Oscar Sliders, what the hell, who is he? Like, who the hell is Oscar? I look on that damn Oscar in my family. No, it's when the bone and blow your knee. Oh, education. You know what I mean? You know, you tall, you at a certain point, you have that 2 or 3 years where you grow, right, you grow quickly and your bones are separated.
That nigga Charles.
Right, so it's like,
That nigga 6'12".
if you never felt it, you can't understand it. So all the people out there that have kids that are growing fast, be patient with your kid, be patient with the teacher, and explain to them because they don't know. The teacher's 5. My daughter just is 10. She'll be 11 tomorrow. I put on, if you're on my Facebook page, I put on, she got her first rebound and one. Little kid fouled her. She looked around, go shoot the free throw. She's 5'7.5", almost 5'8", taller than the principal in 5th grade.
She taller than the principal.
And guess what she does every day about 1 o'clock?
Stand up and stretch your motherfucking knees.
Logan, sit down. I'm sorry, Miss Wilson. My knees are hurting right now. My daddy told me I can stand up whenever I want. That's how you know. If you got a daughter out there, my daddy said I can stand up because I'm growing fat. You know how Logan, Dre, you know how Logan looks like I can stand up. I said, Logan, I didn't show you too much. You're too gangster right now. Right. So it's part of life, and how do we explain it so we can have a happier place at home, a happier place at work, and a happier place at school.
Just one question.
No, go ahead.
Did you in that process, did you consider Georgetown or?
Oh, great question. The only reason is real simple. John, the whole put your fist up and come out every five minutes. And, like him and at that time, Georgetown, Duke, I think Carolina. No, yeah, Carolina, you put your fist up every 5 minutes throughout the game, and then Duke, you slap the floor on defense. Remember back then? Right. And like you come across half court, all 5 guys slap the floor and they get on D. Gotta look that up, Ricky. How old are you, Rick?
31.
You might have missed that.
No, that's why he asked that question.
That's a great question, though.
I'm like, no. He asked great questions because shit ain't going on now that he really want to understand what's going on. I be trying to tell him what the fuck is going on. That shit right now is totally different.
So in Carolina, if you was a starter, and which I actually love the concept, Dean Smith wanted you to go hard, go out, go all out, because you're supposed to expend yourself, come out the game, get a little water, get 2 or 3 minutes, and then once you're ready, coach, and you put yourself back in the game. That's what Stu, because Mike Pepper. That's what Stu Vetter did. So Stu Vetter was more mimicking Carolina.
Yeah.
And I was liking Carolina, but they said Rick Fox was better than me. Remember the story we talked about earlier? It's like each school would try to play who they were recruiting and play against me.
Said Dennis Scott was better than you?
Rick Fox was better.
What was that? He was in Indiana somewhere?
He was in Indiana, and then
I give him no trick.
But you was National Player of the Year, so
it's the wordplay.
I get you saying. I get you saying.
They Coach K said, don't worry, Greg Kuback, we need him anyway. So every game I made sure I bust Duke's ass about that one infamous game my junior year when they do the Twinkies on the court was another fun story too. But that's when it was like, whenever someone would say something, I got to bust their ass now.
That's why we don't. You're a funny motherfucker though. You're a jokester and all that. You a wild motherfucker. You're a funny motherfucker. That's what I do. Freestyle raps, right? A little bit funny.
No, the reason I asked you was I don't know if you remember this.
Players only, baby. Sideline show.
When Anthony Tucker was on the show,
Sound like shit too. Hey, look. Hey, no script, slim.
If I have a script, I might slip.
Check it out. Extemporaneously, that shit be off the cup, Slim. Like, real talk.
We all know.
Like shit.
We all know that things. I'm gonna say this first. The reason most people like TNT versus ESPN because our producers don't want shit scripted.
Yeah, y'all go.
So I got a breakfast meeting in the morning for the game tomorrow. So the breakfast, break, we're starting to break, blah, blah, blah. But when you see me doing the interview,
You just
all those questions
I
that come
already
in.
know.
And I love all.
Hey, Slim,
like,
you freestyle like
I love all my sideline reporters because they've all gotten cool with me and I love their job. But if you notice, I don't have shit in my hand.
I mean, you got one of you got.
I don't
You
know
might
notepad.
have the best one of the
I
year.
don't have no notepad. Or
You had the best
Kobe
coach.
LeBron. I mean, LeBron and D-Wade.
Come on, Slim.
Yeah, that was gangster. That was gangster.
Is that not fucking
I
in
hope
you?
I get that. Hey, vote for me. I
Hey,
might
Slim,
get an Emmy on that
you
one. Vote
got-
for me. I might
you
get an
got-
Emmy.
you got-
Yo, vote for me. Come on. Stop
Hey,
playing.
big dog.
Vote for me. Stop playing.
You think you ain't gonna get that shit?
I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, Slim.
My producers put it out. It's up to the people now.
Come on, dog.
It's
You
up to
got
the
to think, you know you was doing type of shit like that when you was actually playing though.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was. Yeah, him
You
and
was-
Shaq
you
and them
was-
niggas.
yeah.
In Orlando.
They was shacking the
Hey,
food before
like
that shit was
shit.
shacking the food.
And I was there. You know, my man, you played with my teammate too, Daryl Armstrong.
That's
So
my
Daryl
guy,
got
baby
sprayed.
boy. That's my
Daryl
guy,
got-
baby
that's what he
boy.
called him, baby
Baby
boy.
boy,
Baby
Daryl
boy.
baby boy.
Daryl Armstrong.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Daryl
Funny
Armstrong.
motherfucker.
Hey, Daryl
Talking
Armstrong.
freaking motherfucker. Hey, cut his own hair. Shit.
Drink
all that.
3 cups of coffee, eat a Snickers. I said, man, you finna bounce off the damn wall like a ping pong ball, nigga. God damn, what are you doing? I gotta go, man. Come on, baby, I gotta go. Just in case coach calls my number, I gotta be ready.
Yeah,
Athletic motherfucker. Stay with energy and everything. That was
Yeah,
that
It was a
motherfucker.
field goal kicker, motherfucker, Fayetteville State.
There you go. 50-yard field goal.
Yeah. He always talk about that shit. You can talk about any accolade he got. He gonna talk about being a field goal kicker in college.
Motherfucker, Joe.
Yeah.
Daryl around you one of them motherfuckers back in the day. You know how you go in your hood and you go to your neighborhood basketball court. You might see niggas in lunch break with jeans with no shirt on, playing 3-on-3. Daryl was one of them type motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga was just whack out. Daryl gonna pick you up 94 feet.
Fucking right.
Don't even matter. He like, come on with that bullshit today,
They shoot
man.
that shit on that break, boy.
My bad.
No, I was asking because
No, go back to your question. What was the question?
this is
though?
about Georgetown. Because when you was on when Anthony Tucker was on the show, you commented.
Yes.
It was like I was never going to Georgetown.
Hey, he said he
Because
was.
he-
Hey,
he-
he
he-
So
he
me
said
and-
he like with
so
a
me
bag
and-
with his head.
so me-
It's cold down here too, motherfucker.
The bag was.
Shit, you ain't searching with that whole
It
bag.
was more
That's
so.
easy.
It was me 100. It was more so John being a control freak. It's just that simple. I knew like the whole Miss Mary. We all know we had to go to class. Flint Hill prepared me for that. So Georgia Tech's an engineering school. So my first 2 years it was textiles engineering. My first 2 years, people like what?
Georgia Tech smart ass.
You see what I'm saying? Then I switched to business management. So it's like we all knew like when you were in high school in DC, if you didn't go to school, right? It's like you knew it.
Your ass ain't getting up there. Bottom line.
So I wasn't worried about that.
Right.
Let me go, let me play. And until AI came, we all would agree Georgetown wasn't a fun team to watch. We supported it, we liked it. It was city, it was hard, it was gangster. They fouled everybody, it was fighting everybody. But that wasn't a great brand of basketball. And I didn't want to be a part of it.
Man, y'all
Come on, like you just said, my person, I didn't want to fight nobody. What the fuck I want to fight?
Your game was a little different.
Yeah,
Your game was way different.
Right, so that's why it wasn't appealing to me in 1987 to go to Georgetown. And that's when John made that comment. And that's why what you're talking about, Rick. That's why I was like,
Because he was
damn, I
like
love
he
Tucker.
said Anthony
I
Tucker. He
wasn't
said
there.
Anthony Tucker was the best player in the country to him.
That's when he said that, and I said, ooh.
Oh, man, he did. I
He
didn't
did.
know
That's
that
I
shit.
read. I
Oh,
saw the
that's
article.
wild. Oh, that's
It's an
funny
article.
shit.
That's
That's
why I
funny
keep
as
100.
shit.
I don't.
Oh,
anything
that's
I
funny as
say,
shit.
Just when you
Oh.
keep 100.
I keep it 100. But you went and found the article.
I
and
found
saw it
the
in
article.
itself.
Man, that's
Yeah.
wild
Oh, that,
shit.
oh, he,
John
he,
Curry,
he,
you know what I'm saying?
he can find every article.
Yeah.
The point is,
Oh, you gonna find that
if you
shit.
keep it 100, you sleep good at night. Because then when people go find the article, they either text you or hit you
Right.
on Facebook and say, Tweety, my bad, you were right. No problem, good.
Yeah.
It's not about being right or wrong, it's about being honest.
Right.
And everything else is good.
Slim, talk about everybody averaging over 20, man. What was it? Y'all was like run TMC basically.
Which
Georgia
year?
Tech.
Lethal
You know,
Weapon.
was-
Lethal Weapon.
everybody
Lethal
asked
Lethal
the
Weapon.
Oliver, right?
UKA.
Oliver.
Lethal Weapon 3.
Y'all was
I think Oliver,
cooking.
hey, Oliver was a bad motherfucker too, man.
And Brian had a good ass career in Philly. He started out
Yeah,
pretty
he
good.
played his first 2.5 years with Philly, and then he
Yeah.
and then he went overseas and
Oliver was
he's a
nice.
dual citizen. So he finished up playing 16 years, speaks Italian fluently.
Okay.
He married a girl from.
So he married
Married a girl.
He married one of them. He one of them fine asses. He married one of them fine asses.
I'm in your era. You know, like I'm 2 years. We the same year, 89. Malcolm Mackey, I'm with Malcolm Mackey. Malcolm Mackey was in McDonald's Capital Classic.
That crazy Malcolm.
Yeah, man, Mackey was overseas for years.
Because Malcolm, I'm sorry he's not watching. Yeah, Malcolm, that's
Big Mac, yeah, my man.
Malcolm and Kenny were my freshmen.
I remember that shit.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was crazy. We was in the South.
That's when y'all played Vegas,
y'all.
right?
We lost.
I watched that game the other day.
So, because Greg Anthony worked.
The game where Kenny hit it after the buzzer was over.
So that's funny.
No, I'm talking about the
same year though.
The same when they played Vegas.
Right. So we're in New Orleans. The game he's talking about when Kenny's foot's on the line. So it should have been
Steve Smith in them game.
Yeah,
motherfucker. Yeah.
Where the game? For me,
That's
when
my
I
freshman
get
year.
older,
Yeah, I remember that shit.
I'm working on a book, and I don't know when I want to put it out because I'm going back and forth with it. And this story right here fits to what I'm getting ready to tell you. When you're living life and you're living in the moment, and we try to tell our kids, stay in the moment. Don't worry about the past. The future's going to take care of itself. I had no idea at that time. That is the game that changed replaying all of college basketball.
Damn.
Foot on the line.
Cause in real
Foot on the line,
time,
and
it was kind of.
they showed it had to go to the thousandth frame of a second. The ball is barely like this on Kenny's fingertip. So now the argument is, should the shot not have counted, or was it 2 or 3? So what they did was say because that millisecond was so close, we're letting that out and we're calling it a 2, and went to overtime. We beat them in overtime.
Yeah. I remember that game.
I remember that shit, but it was crazy because I guess I thought y'all was in the same bracket. We was in there with LSU. Started out in Tennessee.
No. That year, remember we beat LSU first. No, we beat East Tennessee State with Mr. Jennings.
We lost to LSU.
Mr. Jennings.
Bad boy.
We beat LSU the second
Yes, sir.
We were in the same bracket in Tennessee. We were in Knoxville.
We were playing. Y'all playing early game.
Yeah, we played. We lost
LSU
LSU the game before with Shaq and Stanley Roberts and Chris Jackson. Right. Remember that shit. That's some wild shit.
Y'all would have played.
We would have played there.
So
LSU did this by 5. Fuck all this bullshit. What would have been the results y'all played?
Y'all was getting smashed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We didn't bang. We had some.
Oh, Aaron would have been scared. We raised them. The only reason I say that is because we raised them.
You raised them.
It was like, and we were talking about it earlier, it was like, bucket getter, 6'3", left hand, like, Sims took my, what I was born with, toughness to a whole nother level. Having someone, come shit.
Everybody
know.
I already know, nigga. We were hard. This nigga was a beast.
So what happened? So we always talk about veterans, right? So that was my vet when I got to Flint Hill.
I already know.
So while I was a freshman, that was my senior. So I absorbed all that 1 year.
You gotta think, when you was a freshman, motherfucker, I was in the stands watching y'all play because I was going to see my brother play.
Right.
Like I said, y'all played them motherfuckers like 5 times. So every day I'm just watching.
See what I'm saying?
Boom, boom.
So because I was able to prep.
Seeing my motherfucker, that's how I met him.
Because I prepped 14, 15. By the time I got to Flint Hill, I was 15, 16 as a freshman. So now I'm playing all inner city schools and schools that are like, we're playing like everybody.
Y'all played them.
What was Sherman's center? He was cool at Emmanuel.
It was Emmanuel Big Ducket.
Man, I love that cool.
Yeah, them niggas jumped to the sky. No, them niggas had motherfuckers.
They was jump like this. Hey, they hurt. They was jump like this. I was like, God damn.
Them niggas machines in their shoes, man.
Because Melvin Milton,
one of the best point guards.
I don't know where you at right now in life.
All good. One of the best point guards ever.
One of my. Keep on it. We be in the streets, old school, classics.
Make sure you good.
East Side, RCP, classics. I'm keeping 100 with y'all.
Yeah.
Melvin, come on, Scott, I got you. Come on, Scott. Come on, Melvin. Melvin, man, listen.
Make sure he's a
Melvin
point
took
guard
care
off
of
the
me,
court
man.
too.
Melvin
You know his point guards on
Melvin,
the court
listen.
and off the court.
But only
Melvin a point guard.
Kurt, but only a few of y'all are connected that can do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Different. That's a difference, though.
I totally agree.
You know what I
with
mean? And
You like that too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Him and Melvin like that.
Look,
I learned from them.
He the
though.
type. Look, he the type. He'll be cooking fucking chicken and
Hey, no,
we'll have a
hey,
meal for about 15
hey,
motherfuckers.
Dennis, I got
on
50
some
more
point
horses,
guard
man.
shit. No, real
Cause
talk.
to me, when I'm on the court, when I'm playing with Bryson,
Cooking
and all y'all
motherfucker.
motherfuckers rebound and so I gotta do some shit that's gonna make y'all cool too.
Right.
I gotta cook some food,
Right.
make sure y'all cool, and be prior to all the relationships. I gotta get y'all some bras. I gotta make sure y'all good. I gotta get make sure the wolves is in. I gotta get the bras to y'all and shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's funny.
I ain't trying to pick up 9 little feet and y'all ain't calling that pick out. Shout out to Evans Burns. Evans Burns got my shoulder. Motherfucker hit me with a pick out in the USB. I said, man, I'm done with you. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker pick out.
Yeah, come to find out it was all over some other shit.
He's known to be on that. That's funny. That is the funniest shit in the world.
But everything cool.
Everything cool, bro.
Top shelf.
Hey, Rich, you know everything cool.
Nah, this is a good time right here when man 3D came through, man. No bullshit. We've been doing our thing for a while, you know what I'm saying? Just getting, you know, man, we done had some great guests, man. The Gerard Mustavs, the Grant Hills, the
Yeah, he was
Chuckers,
gangster. I saw
the
that.
JoJo Hunters, the John Turners. I mean, we done had Sherman Douglas, my brother Smith. We done had everybody in this motherfucker. But it's cool because I always see when guys come on the show, to me, this is my opinion, it's a relaxed situation because, like, we just talking bullshit for one, but we talking good shit. Yeah. That everybody need to hit. You know what I'm saying? Parents, kids, and everything. You know what I'm saying? We done had the Bootney Greens. We done had everybody.
Oh, Boo, that's my guy too.
Yeah, we done had everybody. We done had everybody. Daryl Crew. We done had everybody.
Happy for you, D Crew, man.
Hey,
yeah,
If I lived in the area, I let my son come play for you, but
Coach
you know,
Phil.
we ATO.
Yeah,
look,
we done had everybody. And not only that,
Cookbooks.
my man C. Wiz, C. Russell from Yahweh's, from the VA area, man. We had everybody, man. So what we do, man, we walk Williams, goddamn, my bad, Walter Wizard. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, man, the Lonnie Rails, the Greek, the G. Jones, everybody.
Johnson.
And that's just what we do, man. To just have fun,
D-Hawk.
talk some little bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And just go from there. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, for real, I think that everybody in our era, I think that people need to know what was going on back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing about it, everything about it.
But you know one thing about,
It's all knowledge.
about the difference between, I think, like those eras back then versus now, like, and there's no disrespect to like the younger generation, right? We was fans, you know, you always talk about knowing your opponent and shit like that, but even with cats a couple years older than us, couple years younger than us, whatever, we ain't hate, dog.
Nah,
We weren't haters, dog. We like appreciated the shit. So that's so like, so for me, aside from all whatever, I was a fan. At the end of the day, I was a fan. And I'm in your generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was in college at the same time. Like, we was fans, dog. Like, you, like, because I'm a guru, like Mr. Ricky G here, but like, my thing is like, I remember that draft, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rooting for y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember Darren Coleman. I remember all that shit. Like, I remember all the drafts and how that, you know what I mean, how it played out.
them niggas was like that.
Y'all was like that, Joe.
Yeah,
That's
them
what I'm saying.
niggas
Like,
like that.
you real humble, Joe. Like, you was like that.
So you saw my post earlier,
Yeah.
right? And I said, when someone said we're going to the Red Cup out, and I said I'm going to be drinking out of my signature cup, and I just put it on the page. I said, send us a question, but don't ask me what's in my cup, because if you ask me what's in my cup, that means you don't know me.
Right.
Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
So that fits into why I'm where I am. When people say you so humble, I don't know nothing else. So that's why we're going back. I'm like, dude, I'm Trouble Man. I'm the same dude you met at 15, 16. I'm the same dude.
I already know.
I'm just 50 now, dog. I'm just 50 now. I had no idea I was going to be that dude. I was just hooping, loving life, chasing girls. I had a son at 17. You see what I'm saying? It's like, we didn't have what we have now. It's like the tattoo on my arm. It's my dad. It's like you saw. Who I was earlier. It's like, I didn't know it was this tattoo right here. I don't remember this tattoo. And it says BTL. Behind the line is mine. Right. That's tattoo my dad on my arm. And my mom got jealous, so I got her name and her picture because she's still alive. My dad's gone. I've never been a tattoo guy. So I've always told people, if you're going to get a tattoo, it has to be a meaning. Well, I got this tattoo when I shattered all the 3-point records in 96. Before you young kids fell in love with Steph Curry like that. Steph broke off my shit, okay? Along with Ray Allen, too. Okay, racial.
He was shooting
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
out that motherfucking rock.
Ray Allen's a beast, along, of course, Reggie. But that was the part for me. It was like, I'm just staying in the moment. I like to have fun. I want to win. We're going to play the right way. When the game's over, we're going to do what we do. It's like,
that's not when I reached out to him. Like, I was just asking, he said, what you going to do? He's like, man, I'll be there. But I'm glad you just said something. I got two. My first one is this. You just made me want to ask you this question.
Go ahead.
Ray Allen and Klay Thompson. We ain't talking about just shooting. We talking about playing basketball. You need one to go just hoop with you. I don't think it's. I
don't think it's close.
Yeah, I don't.
It's closer than you think. Yeah. It's because what happens.
So let me ask you this. Why do you think it's closer than you think? Who you think he going with for you to say that?
Because.
Who you think he going with for you to say it's closer than you think?
We're similar in age.
You got it. If you know my basketball action, you know what I'm going with.
So if we're doing totality,
you know what I'm going with.
Ray Allen in Milwaukee and the Ray Allen in Seattle and the Ray Allen that was in Miami, that's 3 different Ray Allens.
Mm-hmm. But shit, Ray Allen and
Klay Thompson from day one has been Klay Thompson from all 9 years.
Okay.
So that's why I hesitated.
We hear you what you say. We hear your
I'm
hesitation.
but
how about this? Fuck the hezzy. Who you got?
Today?
Who you got?
Klay.
Today, yeah, because Ray Allen don't play no more.
No, because Ray has never been first team all defense.
That's a good point.
So I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, but hold on.
You said play with it.
You got to think about this though. I get what you're saying. Don't get me wrong on that. I get, on the defensive side. But the only thing I'm saying is Ray Allen, I don't think he played on a team that's stacked.
No.
To say I'm gonna go get this nigga. You had niggas that
Ray did it at Connecticut.
Like a motherfucker.
He did it at Washington State.
Okay.
So now, he was on lesser stage and did it.
When he was with Seattle, he was cooking.
I'm helping everybody.
No. I want to understand what you. Did
you know who Klay was before he got to the NBA?
Yeah, I seen him play before.
Right. A lot of people didn't, because he played at Washington State.
Yeah, he was lottery pick.
He was still.
He was still cooking. He was a lottery pick though.
He was a
motherfucking lottery pick.
Because somebody with real glasses said Washington State saw something the rest of the fucking West Coast didn't see.
Does that make him better than Ray Allen?
No. We're talking about talent, A to B. If we're talking about playing with him, I want Klay right now.
Okay. I got some more questions.
Yeah, I got Klay right now. Only because.
Yeah, I got Klay right now because Klay's still playing.
No. It has nothing to do with his playing. Because
do you think you might have forgot a little bit though?
No. Stay with me.
Bad motherfucker.
No, we're not.
I'm just making sure you didn't forget though.
Because why I like y'all show, because Ricky posted something the other day about I forget which 2 players. You always say facts.
It was them
Facts
2.
only.
Facts only.
Facts only.
No, it was before that.
Facts only.
It was before. It was before 2.
It was 2. Yeah, it was 2.
Before that.
Before that. No, it was 2.
It was
a 2-on-2. Like
what was it? Duncan and Kawhi.
Yeah, Duncan and Kawhi.
That was the good one. That was apples and oranges. That was apples and oranges.
So who you? I mean,
pull that back up now. Break down.
Who was
that
it
for you,
again?
too.
no, who you going with?
Who was it again?
Because you never can compare.
Who
Tim
you
Duncan.
going with, man?
Oh, I'm
Duncan,
going
who?
with Clay. Because Clay.
No, I ain't talking that part.
Kyrie,
Now,
Kyrie,
that's
you
cool,
talking about
question.
Kyrie and
Yeah, you going with Kawhi?
It was
Kyrie and
KG.
Duncan or KG and Paul Pierce?
Yeah, it was KG and Paul because they were in Brooklyn at the
Kawhi
end.
and Duncan.
So who you?
I'm going with Tim Duncan all day long.
Okay, I
I'm
respect
question
that.
about it, yeah. And so is KG.
That's what I want.
Yeah, so is KG.
That's
KG said it too. KG said it too. There's no question. He said KG said, yeah, what? That's my, I fear him. So for all you watching, KG said, I fear him. Rasheed Wallace said, I fear him. Every Karl Malone says, I fear him. So it's not about who you personally like.
Just
And
break
I'm
it
not mad
down.
at that.
You said
Just break the
facts
game
only.
down.
Facts only.
That's why I like y'all saying hashtag facts only.
Facts
We
only.
as players know that there's certain nights I'm going to bed early. Hey, boo boo.
Good night.
Take that thing over there and I see you tomorrow.
Good
I
night.
want to bed tonight.
Good
Why?
night.
I got to chase Dominique around tonight. I got to chase Bernard. See, I had my rookie year, I had to chase Bernard King around.
Man,
When he was the Bullets.
was the Bullets,
And still
yeah.
getting 30.
Bernard King will
Still
come-
get 30.
Bernard King will come on.
Oh, I hate that one, Bernard King.
Okay.
No, King was a boy.
Bernard King's the only one in NBA history to get 450s on the road.
That motherfucker was a book, Joe.
Hey,
450s on the road,
That's what I'm
not
saying.
home.
You see,
On the road with double teams.
Motherfuckers need
Old
to
school
hear that.
basketball motherfuckers
Motherfuckers
hitting
need
you
to
like
hear
this.
Yeah, real
But
shit.
now you can't touch nobody.
motherfuckers need to hear that shit.
No, yeah. So, but for this younger generation, we're not saying from the standpoint that he's so much better or Ray can't shoot or it's you have to understand the mental. I love Ray for the conversation. I love Milwaukee Ray the best.
Me too. I'm with you on that.
I love Milwaukee.
I don't like the
Ray
Boston
best.
Ray.
Seattle Ray was good too.
Seattle, he was an assassin.
No,
but
Seattle Ray was the coming of the other Ray.
It was the next play.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Milwaukee Ray would take you off the dribble. He would dunk on you. He would shoot the three. He would strap up a little bit. He was like, who the fuck is this?
Right.
And he was smooth with it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Then when he went to Seattle, he kind of said, you know what? I'm a superstar now. I ain't playing no defense. I'm going to get 30 every night and have fun.
Right. I get, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And
LeBron,
that's what I got to do.
LeBron, Kobe, or KD. Players only, baby.
Players only, baby.
Yeah, sideline
If
short.
we're talking about all around game, no.
We talking about playing basketball. We talking about playing basketball. Yeah.
I want to J, man.
Yeah. Can you say this shit again?
Falani Herrera.
Can you say this motherfucker?
Falani Herrera.
Yeah. Can you
For your
say
man-
this
for your
shit?
man, L
For a
Train.
lot of- Man, players only tonight. Fuck that. Yeah.
Listen to me.
Bryce,
Listen to me,
get
listen to me.
undivided attention. He needs it.
Listen to me, man.
He need it right now. Undivided attention. He need it right now.
We're talking about winning.
Kobe Bean Bryant was a motherfucker. Yo.
We're not. No, see, it's a different conversation. All right, Kobe Bryant. Yeah, that motherfucker was a bad motherfucker. But he ain't go to 8 straight finals with a bunch of nobodies.
Thank you.
His first 4 years, he was shooting air balls.
We're gonna take this panel to the
No,
finals, bro.
and this. Hold on though. But see, the
With
reason,
LBJ.
No. The reason we had these conversations so much fun is because if you're breaking down the game, I'm not a quote unquote LBJ fan. Okay, it's different. Okay,
There's a lot of fanboys out here.
right? Because of my age group, I'm Magic Johnson to the day I pass away.
Man,
See the
yes,
thing?
indeed.
So there's nobody
Yes,
has
sir.
ever come along and changed the game, made everybody better.
yes,
he
sir.
couldn't shoot.
Yes, sir.
He couldn't do this. His defense was that. 5 rings, 9 finals, in his 12 years.
Yeah, that's
You
crazy.
see what I'm saying? So it's like I'm 5 and 4. So we can't guarantee how many. That's why we talk about Mike. Mike never played in the game 7. Who's the only team
Never.
who's the team that ever beat Mike in the playoff?
Yo, yes, sir.
Orlando
Yes,
Magic.
sir.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like there's stuff in our careers that we all can communicate and debate about. But here's what I always try to help everybody. Pick a conversation, stay in that conversation. Best shooter, best defender, best all-around player. Who made their team better? Because at the end of the day, why do we play? To win, right? So until somebody wins 12 championships, Bill Russell's still the best winner. Best winner in all of sports. Not Joe Montana, not none of my motherfuckers. Bill Russell is the best winner, people. So why do we play this game? If you're playing for numbers, then you're going to be sitting in the corner telling a story about numbers. But the guys who walk around when we say jewelry, they don't say nothing. Now, one last thing I'm tell you.
Phil Jackson.
Right, Phil Jackson. So one last thing, if you watch the thing with LeBron James on ESPN Plus, and he says, I'm the greatest player because I gave Cleveland and Isaiah Thomas. Well, I love Isaiah. Isaiah Thomas says, everyone knows that I'm not a big Michael Jordan fan. But one thing I do know about Michael Jordan, he's never told none of us he was the best player ever. Go still on that. So much as we love LeBron, that's when people are like, come on, LeBron, chill out a little bit. Jim Brown's still the coldest sports ever produced.
It never said he was.
And then Jim Brown's never said it. We say it. So how do you know what that pain is for 42 years of winning a championship? Wasn't even thought of, cuz. So it gives, once again, see what I mean? So it gives us food for thought of how we judge and how we say, this is my favorite guy. He's the best. Get your facts together. That's why I love you. Get your facts together. Now your facts supports your debate.
You're right about that.
I'm not right. You're not right. You're not right. You're not right. That's my debate, and here are my facts. That's it.
Nah, you word that shit like that's how, yeah.
But everybody asking, man, they want to hear your Herbo story, man.
Which one? The what?
The Herbo story.
Oh, the Herbo.
They asking.
I don't know. We got to find the box score. But the only thing I do remember, it was 14 or 15 threes. Press pause. So me and that guy right there, Derek Sims. Me and that guy, Derek Sims, Gerald Jackson. Who else on that team? Was Sickles on? I think Sickles showed. John Sickles showed up.
Yes, he did.
So we had 4 Flint Hill players and a couple people we worked with. Like at that time, he's already coming. A couple high school kids. They had Sam Cassell, Lawrence Funderburk, Walt Williams.
I remember that shit.
I was right there. I was
up there about that day.
We had
6 NBA players. I'm missing the other 3 right now, but Lawrence Funderburk,
I think
Walt Williams, Sam Cassell. Damn, I'm getting old.
Nick Anderson was there.
No, not that game. That's a different one.
Oh, different. Okay.
That's a different one.
I'm
Nick
Nick
Anderson.
Anderson.
Jamal
That's the one. Hold on.
on.
Because I'm getting old. Bring that back up because y'all gonna love that story.
Yeah.
No, Jamal Faulkner played. Jamal Faulkner played on my team.
Yeah, he was younger.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. Jamal Faulkner did. That nigga was cooking.
Yeah, I remember that.
Anthony Tucker might have been on the anyway. It was 6 NBA players. And for y'all people from DC, y'all remember Blossoms?
Yeah.
Come on, Joe.
Oh,
Y'all
remember Blossoms? Y'all remember Blossoms?
That's the part.
Do y'all remember
That's the
Blossoms?
part.
It might be the best club ever.
Do y'all remember Blossoms?
It might be the best club ever.
Do you remember Blossoms?
Blossom might be the best club ever.
Ever. Inside, outside.
I'm saying ever.
If it wasn't
Am
raining,
I fucked up by
listen
saying
what I'm trying to tell you. If it wasn't raining,
Am I fucked up for saying that?
no, you're not.
Indoor, outdoor.
Because I'm 50, so I mean you 48.
I'll be 48 in 2 months.
So if you're anywhere between 45 and 52,
Yeah.
everyone is giving you thumbs up. They live in decent shit.
shame, yo.
It's the best inside-outside club I've ever seen outside of being in Vegas.
I think Blossom.
Outside of being in Vegas.
But see, this
Was it not number 1?
This the part y'all don't get about this motherfucker.
Listen to me now. So we're in Blossom.
You down there with some K Swiss on this shit.
Cool. Show.
Nikes. Remember, I
Air Force
just left
One.
Flint Hill. I just left Flint Hill. I just left Georgia Tech. So I got a few coins in my pocket. Right? Nike deal. See what I'm saying? That's why he's going with it. So I got a few, key to it, few coins in my pocket and my first American Express.
Oh shit.
Now I just bought the big house in Great Falls. With the pool, everybody talking about it. I ain't talking about big pool, had 3D in the pool. And I'm going to keep real with you. There was a lot of pretty people walking. I was honest and I kept it clean.
Green eyes,
there was a lot
green
of
eyes.
pretty, green, gray, blue. As long as you was cute, you was invited.
Best club ever, huh?
Good stuff. We leave Blossoms at 3:30. We skip the Waffle House. Darnell. Come on, I'm going to go turn it down. So we skipped the Waffle House, went straight to my house. and like you smell cooking. And if anyone knows me, like you watch me on NBA TV,
I see your
I've been the grill daddy since I can remember. So the grill is on at 4 o'clock in the morning. We eating, drinking, talking, doing what we do, girl, we have a good time. Somebody laid down about 6:30. He calls me, dude, where you at? What you talking about? Man, I told you the game was at 11. It might have been 11 or 12. I said, man, I just went to bed, man, 6:30. Man, we only got 4. Come on, man, I need you. Shit.
This is wild as shit.
Ma! Make me a bacon and egg sandwich real quick. Lay down, cause it's like I'm in the basement. Ma, look at the Ma, make me a bacon and egg sandwich real quick. Get up, my man, Ray at the time. Get in the car, drive down. Cause remember, I'm still in Virginia, so I had to drive down Route 7, hop on 66, hit 267, then to come across, then hit the New York Avenue, boom, boom. That's how I got into the city. It took about, with no traffic, about 30 minutes. We'll try about 45. Knocked out in the car. I'm gone. Dog, we here, dog. We here. And you remember back then, the Herbo was at Dunbar.
Yeah.
If you ain't get there early enough, you
had
to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, come on, dog. I get you right there. Come on, I get you right there. Come on, I get in there. Wait. I'm literally like, come on. I can't. Come on, man. I'm playing. Game about to start. I literally laced my shoes up and walked right in for the jump ball. 15-3. I think it was 14-3 because for all you real DMV people, some young kid either 2 years ago broke the record in either the Goodman League or something. Because
somebody hit 15 threes.
Somebody hit 15 threes, and then the announcer said it's a new DMV record. He broke Dennis Scott's Summer League record of 14 threes. Maybe somebody's watching the town because my son won turned me on to it. It's on YouTube somewhere.
42 on threes.
Right, so that on threes, couple free throws. So the rumor was originally I had 70. It was like 65. It was like 72. Now 70. I take 70. Back then it was like Hurt was 72.
But they say you was talking to the crowd while you.
Oh no, he was counting. Who's bringing up the good shit? Remember the bat? So remember when you come in Dunbar, the basket.
He was counting.
The basket.
They go 3.
They rest. Hold on. This is why will make somebody's gangster. May he rest in peace, Will Jones. I love your daughter, your family. Your daughter hits me on Facebook every now and then. I appreciate you, but your daddy was one of the realest dudes I've ever met. It's just unfortunate I couldn't go to UDC. I just couldn't. Right. But Will was the realest dude. So real quick, go back to your recruiting question.
Mm-hmm. Will will recruit you regardless. He'll give a
piece of paper. Check out, Rich. It's a piece of paper. When Herbo game, it was in one of those weekends, Herbo game put out a piece of paper, and I wore number 24 back then in front of him. He said, here's the play. He draws free throw line, draws the line, because we had a 3-point line back then, so he draws half the court. He puts 24, 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 everybody. He said, if you come to UDC, 24 is the play. And I fell out. I said, damn, Will, I messed with you, man. I love you. Yeah, because Bobby Crimmins didn't do that, Coach K didn't do that, John Thompson, all these big name coaches didn't do that. Will Jones said he put number 24 all over the paper and said, that's going to be the play every time down court. And I was like, God damn,
you know how wild it is.
Oh, man, Will Jones was
y'all
so
know the story when Magic signed with motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, that's a funny ass story.
They said when Magic in the press conference with Michigan State, Will Jones was at Maryland with Lefty.
Right.
They say Will Jones at the window telling Magic, don't do it. Come to Maryland.
Lefty was getting everybody.
So Will Jones, so he was at that game? He was at that game, he was hitting threes?
Yeah, he was at that game, and who was the older gentleman, dark skinned Bucky.
Yeah, Rest in peace, Buck. Rest in peace, Buck.
Come on, man. This is
If
you ain't true DMV, you might want to get off. This is true. This is true. New York Avenue, Dunbar High School, man. Bucky, Will Jones, and there's a third older gentleman. They used to sit underneath the basket.
It was a regular.
It was 3 of them. It was always over time. It was 5, 6, 7. It was always 3 of them. That was always.
Bucky was one of the ones though.
Yeah,
right. So what I would do was, whoever was watching there. So I think I missed my first couple shots. I might have missed it. And I finally made my 5th one. And then someone said, oh man, you off. You ain't got it no more. So I shot one from the hash mark. So that's all the stuff Steph's doing now. I'm not hating Steph because people right now are confirming it. I would shoot it and say, what it do now? Tell me now. So 6, 7, 8, 9, I would shoot it. Splash. You know how people, everyone go, So that's how, whoever's watching, they ain't lying. So because it was till someone started talking shit to me.
You said if it touch the rim, it don't count.
Touch the rim, don't count. Damn. That's, man, whoever's asking, how old are you? Because that's how I talk. If it touch the rim, it don't count.
He ain't lying.
That's how I talk.
So then you brought Nick and
So I brought, so then maybe 2 or 3 weeks after that, I brought Nick and Penny. And this is the part when people say, I didn't know you had handles. So that game I played point. So I wanted Nick and Penny to go have fun. So I come down court one time. Whoever's watching, I think Greg Jones was guarding Penny. Penny went back door and I gave him a no look and he took off and said, boom!
But before that,
and hold on, it was afterwards. That's when everybody went crazy. And that's when they exploded, gave him the ball, he cleared everybody out, and that's when he came out. And they went the bop, 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 and dropped the ball, ran over here, Penny ran with it, the ball over there, bop, bop, bop again. I couldn't lie, I said, oh shit, he got him. I said, he got him. I said, this ain't Memphis, it's DC. I said, this ain't Memphis.
you said that to him?
I told him, I said, but we at the house before I said, listen to me.
He's in the same members.
I said, listen to me. I said, when they get into their bop, 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 follow the ball, don't follow them. Bop, bop, bop. You know how Greg was back. He dropped the ball. We don't be like this. Like Penny, no. He's like, they laid that shit.
Crowd.
Motherfucker tall time out, ran on the ground. Oh, that shit was crazy.
Like motherfucking #1 team.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
See, they ran that motherfucker.
But they say Penny went off after that though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he definitely went
took over the
over
game.
that.
He scored like maybe 20 straight points.
Yeah,
won the game.
Yeah.
I don't even think I played the fourth quarter. I was talking to people in the crowd. Yeah, that's how crazy that game was. But I know Greg and I on Facebook, Greg, you know I love you, G. It was once again, it was a great moment. Very similar to your Kenny Anderson. It was a great moment. Is now I'm trying to help kids take that moment to the next level. Make it more than one moment. Make it 2 moments. Make it 3 moments. Make it 4 moments. Make it consistent. And now it's a way of life. You know what I mean? So that's why all these conversations are so much fun, because whoever you're talking to right now, I don't gotta say nothing. They saw it.
Mm-hmm. It's real.
They saw it, so it's not a Facebook memory. It's not an Instagram story.
They were there.
They were there. They got there early because they know if they didn't get there early, they couldn't get a good seat.
Or you wasn't getting
Joker was going to pee. Come here, baby girl. Sit here from where I go pee because I want to lose my. I was like, what do you remember how Dumbo you go down the little door? Come on now, keep it 100. You go down the steps. Yeah. You come back, your seat was gone.
No, you better stay in your motherfucking seat.
You better sit. Don't drink too much water or that soda, them dry ass hot dogs the old man used to have. Mr. Wiggins, there you go. Mr. Wiggins, James. Mr. Wiggins. Love you, Mr. Wiggins. Hot dogs dry as hell.
Mr. Wiggins was bomb. Remember that ice cream bomb?
You put the relish on the sugar and iced tea.
You put the relish on the hot dogs, it was good.
I ain't
Ain't no bullshit.
Come on, send me some more good questions.
But you know so well, we'll never get that shit back though.
Come on, man, send some more good questions.
That shit was.
I got one for him. I
had a good one. I had a little.
Go ahead.
No, my shit was so. It was an expansion team. I want to just know that shit. I mean, think
about
about Orlando Magic. That's kind of like corny a little bit. Like, you know, it's synonymous now with the league. But back then, when you went, they only like in existence 2-3 years.
It was my second year.
That's what I'm saying.
Nick was first. So
right. So Nick was there. You were there. How was that shit going there? Like, was it Mickey Mouse for real, or was it?
So, yeah, so I got off the plane and put the Mickey Mouse signs up, my fucking Mickey Mouse ears on my head. Like when Shaq came the next year, we put on Shaq's head. So those first, say, 3 or 4 years, it was a gimmick because
it was a gimmick.
Because at the end of the day, Disney runs Orlando.
Yep.
See, remember, if you go do your homework, or Universal Studios came in '92, when we were already there a couple years. So Disney for like.
Now y'all running that shit.
Right. So then we came in with the extra entertainment. So if a family came to Orlando then, they would send mom and the kids to the park. Dad would come to the game.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Now, if your kid was, say, in middle school or high school like basketball, then you take your kid to the game. But we had more dads by themselves because Disney would sell the package of, hey, you like basketball? I love basketball. Well, we'll escort you from Disney property all the way downtown to Orlando.
Oh, damn.
Only for $115. That's it? You see, I'm like, that's it? Like, really? Wow. Yeah. You look over there and that's how we sold out more so early on before we got Shaq. Because obviously when we got Shaq it was a no-brainer. But it was something to do because we're in a small city. Outside of the amusement park with nothing really to do outside of downtown.
Brian Hill said, "What's up?"
Be Hill? Yeah. Ooh. Wait a minute, where Gus at? Where Gus at? Tell Gus what up.
B Hill was a true guard with a 4-game battle.
He probably,
that nigga was like that.
Yeah. You probably should have stayed your strong ass on the football field. B Hill is a beast.
Stretch Jones,
Brian was so strong, like 2 guard.
John Turner said, "What's up?" too.
Who?
John Turner just said, "What's up?"
JT. What up, JT? My guy. Man.
JT, I when y'all on the AAU trip along and played against Brian Shorter.
We lost. No. Mr. Kitchen took us to Baker League in Philly.
Philly,
yeah. You on the Philly, yeah. Philly. Baker League in Philly with Sonny Hill. That was the first person.
What is called John? What do you call Brian? Messiah. Yeah, they called him Messiah. And with the pit.
Sonny Hill.
Sonny Hill joint.
Sonny Hill came.
Baker League was a shit.
He came to me and said, I know you want to be like Magic Johnson. Remember I used to always want to dribble and pass. Mm-hmm. He said, but you know your big ass is the best shooter I've ever seen. This is a true story. And I saw Sonny Hill last Tuesday. A players only game was Philadelphia versus Phoenix in Philly. I'm doing my pregame hits. I'm standing there. He walks up to me with his gangster hat on.
Yeah. I met him recently, man. He's cool.
Sonny Hill
that's my
man. He
man.
can play back there because him and Mr. Kitchen play high school.
Yeah, Sonny Hill had that league going.
So Sonny goes, why do you want to pass the ball so much? I said, it's fun being unselfish. He said, but no one can shoot like you, son. I go, really? Let me ask that question. There's always little nuggets that come to my mind like, you need to shoot the ball.
You know you
more.
like that?
You need to shoot the ball more. Like, we understand you can pass and dribble, but you shoot uniquely. And he was the first person outside of Mr. Kitchen, because Mr. Kitchen was like, go hard, hoop, do everything.
Mr. Kitchen was shit.
Go do everything. So Mr. Kitchen never told me shoot more, just play harder. So that's where my love and just to play hard every night came from. And then on the way, it was like, so that's why we talking about earlier about certain players. Certain people love my high school game versus my Georgia Tech game. A lot of people hate my NBA game because I didn't post up enough. I didn't dribble enough. All the stuff I had done so much to get to that point. So that's why when we leave the night, like stuff I call it brain foods. Like when you have your debates, look at the totality of someone's career. Because we can always go back and debate, well, high school, this guy used to alley-oop dunk. Mm-hmm. But if you saw me, he used to dunk, him, you like, yeah, he would bang on your ass in high school. But if you never saw me in high school, you only saw me at Georgia Tech or NBA, you never saw me dunk.
I saw you in high school.
Right? So I knew the fuck. Right. So you would tell people that, they're like, Kirk, what the hell you talking about? That man ain't never talked to nobody. Right? See what I'm saying?
Now, I'm going to tell you the shitty part about one of the things that I've experienced, right, is playing against my son on the NBA 2K fucking 19, right? Y'all bench was shitty because I be playing this motherfucker. I want to play 48 minutes and stab it.
No, you're right. No,
you start missing
so
threes.
who you go to? John Comcat?
I'm going with that 95. Do you know I'm not going? You don't think I'm going with the motherfucking 95?
Brian Shaw.
With Young Penny and fucking Shaq,
I played with him against my son too.
Nick Anderson, Lil Fugazi sometimes too. No, you ain't shit me though. Don't be asking shit. Motherfucker,
hey, Horace Grant don't really work.
Terrible,
Horace Grant funny on 2K too.
Hey Slim, y'all bench was terrible, but I love that mod. Hey, look, that y'all top
hey,
6.
How'd y'all come up with that? Why not us? That was your little slogan, wasn't it? No, the reason why I say that is so when I did the my first the Legend Coalition, that's on the logo. Why Not Us. I got that because my first time watching basketball was watching the '95 Orlando
Because we were
team.
so young. So I came in the locker room that year. I had got injured. Matter of fact, yeah. Put some more in my cup too while you read up your. Y'all don't know what's in my cup. Y'all don't know what's in my cup.
Welcome to the real.
So yeah, welcome to the Red Cup. That's how we do.
Great crap, man, D.
It was
You know what this is?
I came in. I got hurt earlier that year. I think I tore my calf muscle. And Donald Royal was starting. If you go back that year, Donald Royal started most of the year. And then Brian Hill put me in the starting lineup. Either the last week of the season or maybe the first game after we beat, I think, Boston. I think he put me in the starting lineup. I said, hey guys, everyone's writing us off because Shaq's young, Penny's young, I'm young, Nick's young. Why not us? Why not now? Let's go do
Yeah,
it.
that was you,
Yeah.
man. That's why it's on those jerseys, man. I got from watching all that.
Every
year.
marketing person in Orlando know I was the one. Go watch the video.
Wow, Why Not Us? Why
Go
Not
watch
Us?
the old video when I walk into the locker room. I missed the three-point shot, which still pisses me off to this day. Shaq grabs it and dunks it, follows up, dunks it, and we close out the garden. I got a piece of the parquet floor in my house in my man cave. I was like, it's the only thing that kind of like little stuff that pisses you like, because I want to be the one that make the three, leave it, run down the court, and this guy closes the garden. But I missed the damn shot. Shaq follow up, dunks it, boom, game's over, we win. And I'm walking in the locker room. Why not us? Why not now? Let's go. We want all the way to the finals.
And I was out there that year, man.
That's what it came
I'm
from.
out there that year. I'm so fucked up, girl. Y'all get
when
there,
Nick tricked them
man.
free
Y'all
throws
slept.
off, y'all saw that shit? We get players only, baby.
There's only, baby.
I had
It was
tickets for
tough.
games 6 and 7, Joe.
In Orlando?
I lost it.
That's tough. It was tough because we beat Houston both times in the regular season. It's just
Hard to beat them up in the series, though.
hard to beat them in the series. Olajuwon, that 24 months,
Your dream
was
went
the
crazy.
best player in the world.
Your dream went crazy.
What he did to Patrick Ewing the Knicks the year before,
Yeah,
'94.
he was
Clean back
David
the
Robinson.
same year.
He did David Robinson.
That's infamous. What he did to David Robinson on that run, that was infamous. So we got caught in that buzzsaw, and then, hey, you know I love you, Alien. But the Alien came off the bench and gave us Sam.
Sammy.
Call him Alien. Call him
Third
Alien.
of the four, he got, I think, either two or at least 2 games of the 4 games they beat. He had 30 off the bench. He had 30 off the bench.
I got 2 questions to ask you real quick.
Tyron Jones.
I got 2 questions to ask you real quick.
Tyrone Jones, Stretch.
Yeah, that's my man.
Come on, Hey,
He
Stretch.
right here.
Hey, Stretch.
What's up,
He's my
Ty?
guy. He's another. He's a real one.
Oklahoma's finest.
Yeah, man. Ty's another real one. Stretch is another real
Jones.
one. He's another one when I was a youngin'.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Stretch was always coming to me.
I know
Young.
the
He
whole
work
history.
out.
I
Come
know the
on.
whole history.
You know.
Stretch was
Penny
good.
Hardaway or
Dr.
Grant Hill?
Carr. Who's going Dr. Carr?
Penny Hardaway or Grant Hill?
You gotta say
That's a
Penny. You
no-brainer.
gotta say Penny.
Without the bias.
Oh.
Without the bias. Without the bias. Penny's just a better shooter.
So you going Penny or Grant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without the bias. And here's another thing to help you people.
Penny was a bad motherfucker.
Here's another one.
Penny was a old
I'm going with G Hill. I'm with G Hill.
No. I'm not mad at that. And people don't be mad. And here's why. Grant Hill tells you that. Because when we break our games down, right? Where is the weakness? Where is the flaw? And the flaw with those two was
The jump shot.
Penny could
The
come
jump
across
shot.
half court and let that
The
thing
jump
fly.
shot. Mm-hmm.
Now, versus the other conversation we had, they're a wash on defense because they both strapped up. They both beat up.
That's
They
what I'm
both
saying.
strapped, so it's a wash. So the only thing that's
So you being biased.
No, I'm not. That's just a jump shot. That's the only reason I'm picking.
That's the
it.
separation.
That's the separation.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I could be biased, but I can't.
Everything else is
Everything else is
pretty much
even.
there.
Get to the basket, get to the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, Grant. Between him, when Grant's first 7 years, it was either him or Michael at the free throw line.
Man, Greg.
See what I mean? It was either him or
Stay in
him.
front of
Grant's
the
first
motherfucker.
7 years, it was either Grant Hill or Michael
Yeah,
Jordan were
on
getting
the-
to the free throw
yeah.
line the most of getting to the basket.
Greg getting that motherfucking lane.
Period.
dog.
But then when you backed up, now Grant said this day, when you had Grant here, he said, "There's one thing. I took D. Scott's handle back there. I should have took the jump shot." He said on the red cup.
He said
Remember,
it. I remember.
Yeah. So we always talk about things like, man, I used to watch your handle when you were a kid. I should have watched your jump shot. I was like, no. You watched the right thing because the handles you watched which made you great.
Right.
You might have took my shot. You might not have been as great.
Right. Now I agree.
He goes, never thought of that. I said, because we all know I was never as athletic. In high school, for me to be able to dunk a little bit, I was maybe 5% athletic as Grant or Penny Hardaway, and my best day of being athletic. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's why when we get to the league and people are able to watch you play and people are able to double team and
scout
scheme
you
for you and scout you, they take shit away. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So now when a great player still go get 40 and they're scheming for you, that motherfucker's great. Period. And that's what separates us. Because when you know, Joe, man, when you go into a game, they hang a piece of paper. Hey, we're gonna trap this double team with him. We're double teaming this. We're gonna do this. Well, coach, you know that motherfucker's averaging 30, coach. I know we're gonna try.
Hey, that was my next question.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
My next question was,
we're gonna try.
what you think about this crazy shit Hardy doing though?
It's bananas. And Mike D'Antoni might have been the best thing.
Perfect coach for him.
He's taking, and stay with this, people. He's taking what Steve Nash did in Phoenix. It's on steroids.
Yeah,
Because Steve Nash got, 2 MVPs with that shit?
2 MVPs.
Back to back.
And
Kobe
couldn't guard neither one of our kids.
Just do you.
Couldn't guard neither one of our kids.
Do you in that offensive end?
Go look. I'm not.
You
See,
see
I'm
how-
not being biased. I'm not making this shit up.
No, you
see what I'm
making
saying? It's
sense.
like it's the system.
And like 97% of his buckets are like unassisted. So he just one-on-one.
Pop, it's straight elbow. A straight kid. Pop, pop, pop. Or you not going double? Not feeling it? Yeah.
No bullshit.
No, he cooking.
No bullshit. Now,
That's why I said that conversation earlier, which is different what Clay did the other night. Clay took 4 dribbles and made 10 straight threes in them. Excuse my French kids if you're watching. 10 motherfucking threes in a row. Consecutive with no fucking dribbles.
Man.
Clay might know. Catch and shoot, guy.
Catch and shoot, yeah. I think I'm better catch and shoot. That's my bias on me, but I still. When I interviewed Steve Kerr the other day,
It's just the errors, dog.
It's catch and shoot. I said,
clearly
Steve.
the error.
I said,
Give
Steve, tell the truth.
Give me your top 3 catch and shoot guys that you've seen play.
Me,
In league.
me, Clay, and Steph's daddy Dale.
So Reggie Miller not in there?
Not catch and shoot. Reggie.
Catch and shoot.
No, Reggie's
catch and shoot,
Reggie's
though.
catch and shoot. No, Reggie's catch.
You got-
I get caught. I get no.
Kyle Korver not in there?
Yeah, he's in there.
He ain't-
Kyle's in
he
there.
ain't-
Top 3?
He no top 3.
Glenn Rice.
He's like third
No,
on time and
yeah,
made
yeah,
he's
yeah.
third on time and made threes.
Glenn Rice just scored. Reggie Miller can catch and shoot that bitch.
Kyle Korver
Yeah.
like number 3 all time and catch
No.
and made threes.
No,
Man,
no.
Reggie
no.
Miller's
He's in the conversation.
He's
No,
He's not in the top 3.
He's in the conversation.
He's not in the top 3.
He's in the conversation.
He's in the conversation. He's not in the top 3.
What? And see, this is why I love. Remember I said earlier, this is why I love good debate, good conversation. If we're just talking about flat out shooting, Kyle's in all of our conversations.
I agree with that for sure.
The problem is with Kyle is he was never that dude.
I get what you're saying.
So that's what messes.
He was if
What's
the
that word?
help
It blurs the conversation.
He's a kick out guy.
if the help come
Right, like
I'm
Kyle
to shoot the jump shot.
at Creighton didn't come out a top pick, averaging 30 in college. That dude, me, Ray, Reggie,
Yeah.
we all came out as that dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not saying that that's all of us go to the gym and start shooting. Shit, Kyle, yeah, I'm picking Kyle. right. And we're just going to the gym and spot shooting, have some fun. Yeah, I'm picking Kyle.
All the
But we're
way-
going to a game. I'm taking to the herbal. I'm taking Trouble Man. Fuck Kyle. You see what I'm saying? I'm keeping it 100. That's a different thing. That's a different thing.
Oladipo, they say Oladipo just suffered.
Kyrie Irving.
Shooting?
Just playing basketball. They just hooping.
Man, I love Uncle Drew.
Yeah, I love the movie and everything.
I love him.
Yeah, the movie.
I love that debate. I love that debate.
Who you got?
Steph
all
ice
day.
phase too though.
Steph all day, man.
Man, Steph had your ass on skates all
No,
day.
they say
man.
Oladipo suffered a season-ending injury just
You
now.
Tonight?
skating like shit, yo. Steph got
Oh,
give me this shit.
damn.
Steph shit wicked too though. Fuck.
Yeah. At the end of the day, Steph.
Steph is wicked. You know, fuck with you.
It's on. It's
I'm
on.
gonna give you a nice. You got Steve Smith or Grant Hill.
Grant Hill, yeah.
They similar though. Steve bad motherfucker.
Steve.
Grant Hill to me. I'm going Grant Hill all day long.
Grant fuck. Yeah.
I think they similar though.
Yeah. Grant. Steve had a better post game. Grant, and that's why I keep teasing Grant that I'm glad he took my handle instead of my shot, because to what you just said, his right, because if you're a right hand shooter, you right hand, Grant?
I'm left hand.
You left. Okay, so you like to have the ball on your right hand sometimes, cross here to go to your shot, right?
Exactly.
So we right hand guy, we wanna bop, get y'all right,
So
shoot,
And then shoot it. Yeah.
Grant was yeah, lay.
Going to that rack.
Instead of shooting, lay, foul, and one, foul.
He was getting to the bucket like shit.
I'm breaking. I
Because
hope y'all paying attention. I'm breaking this down. I hope y'all paying attention. I'm breaking this down
stay in
for
front of
you.
him, though.
It's today's game is bop, step back, step to the
That
side.
dumb shit,
Grant
that
was
dumb shit.
bop, lay, bop, dunk on your ass. 13 from 15 from the free throw line.
Penny or Kobe?
Kobe.
You said that real quick too.
Yeah.
Someone
Kobe
said
assassin.
Grant Hill or Jamal Mashburn.
Grant Hill.
Grant Hill.
You said Baron Davis or
All right, hold on though. Whoever asked that question,
Baron Davis or Westbrook.
Westbrook.
Yeah.
Whoever asked that question,
Yeah.
Hold on. Listen to this show, man. Whoever asked
like
that
that.
question about Jamal Mashburn,
Master bad boy now.
you're not far off. It was just a bad comparison. Yeah. Jamal Mashburn, I went to bed early. Same thing like Grant. His crossover was right-handed, not left-handed. So when you're playing defense, I'm used to the ball being in your hand. I want everyone knows. I'm not saying I'm a great defender. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna sit there and fake it.
was
But
a smart
I knew how to
defender.
work hard and be in
You was a
position.
smart defender.
Right. So it's like I'm not gonna be up on you until you bust 5 jump shots in a row. I'm gonna contest and go down the court and stand off the court. But if I get up on you, go by me, coach take me out of the game. That's facts. So stay off you, shoot, contest, hope you miss. I'm going down the court. But as soon as I get up and you go by me, or I foul you, I'm coming out of the game. That's how the game. That's how coaches think. But Mashburn, whoever asked that question, just like Grant, it was the right hand. I was like, this motherfucker come down. Oh shit! Bang! I'm like, motherfucker, you.
Jimmy
black-
Jackson
you-
or Mashburn?
Mashburn.
Mashburn was a prolific motherfucker.
Jimmy Jackson.
No, Jim's game.
Fuck that. Hey, look, Mashburn was 31.
Somebody said
Fuck
Van
that.
Exel or Sam Cassell.
I'm going Sam, man. I'm going Sam.
At
Sam
least
Cassell
we
or Rod
get some good.
Strickland.
Whoever,
Sam or Rod?
Nick.
Sam Cassell or Rod Strickland.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Is it all day long?
All day long.
God.
Rod
damn.
Strickland.
See, I like Sam. Like the
Rod
challenges.
Strickland made
Sam was at
all the stuff that Kyrie's
okay,
doing
y'all
now,
talking that shit?
which I didn't know at the time. I didn't know Kyrie's dad and Rod.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
I didn't know that when he first came in the league.
Rod bad.
So I was naive.
Rod a bad.
Rod's bad.
Rod Strickland is always in the argument as the best finishing guard ever to
Oh yeah,
play in the
he
NBA.
get you that because he get you that.
Either hand.
He get you that rim. Bop, bop.
Either hand, trouble man.
No, you ain't gotta tell me. I know.
This,
This bam.
Bubba Center, like stuff Mike's doing. I said he did that shit back at DePaul, Mike. We love it, Mike. I got video of motherfucking. I like, Rod, why did you go to DePaul with assistant coach? He's from New York. He can always come there and play with Dallas Common G's and all that. Come on, man. It's real hoop shit we talking about now, y'all. Boom. Sham guy. He was doing the sham guy back at DePaul, man. So when you met me the other day, you said you met Rod.
Yeah.
that's
I
my-
talked.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
Coach
good
Myers and shit. Hey, them motherfuckers cook good.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to call.
Who else get you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Motherfucking
But no, mess with Chris.
You know the underrated motherfucker though?
Chris Jackson was a
No,
big guy.
Mahmoud. But
Somebody said T-Mac
Mahmoud
Penny.
like that.
No.
Nah, we ain't even.
Oh,
Nah, he
so
was
big
smart.
Mac.
Right. That's a whole nother conversation.
Hit you with that Tourette's.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
Hit me like,
conversation.
fuck, hit you over
Nah,
there.
Mahmoud a whole nother conversation.
He hit you with that Tourette's D, and that's it.
Who? Yeah, Terrell.
Yeah, Mahmoud a whole nother conversation.
Heard that? Hold on, we got a good one.
T-Mac or
It's the
Penny.
first stump of the night.
T-Mac
We
or
finally
Penny.
got one to stump me.
T-Mac or Penny? I'm going Penny.
How y'all doing?
I'm
He said what he said.
No, I'm a fan of both of them. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no.
I just think Penny run a team better than T-Mac will. I think Penny more of a point guard. Gonna make sure motherfuckers. T-Mac might say, look, man, y'all niggas take the night off. I'm gonna give me 50 tonight. We might lose, but I'm going for mine. Penny was more of a
Impact the
one
game.
time T-Mac and Kobe was pound for pound. Like it was a debate. Who was better than Lee?
No. It was
T-Mac
How
and
old?
Kobe.
Talk. It was a
T-Mac was
debate.
bad, motherfucker.
It was a debate for that bag with Adidas for them.
Remember the All-Star game in New York?
Yeah.
And T-Mac blocked Kobe shot
And-
straight up and
and
fade
they
away.
was like-
Fade away. It's like, oh my God, how did he block? Because T-Mac was so long. It's like he blocked a fade away some shot.
And then he legit 6'10".
Yeah, barefoot, 6'9.5", barefoot.
Wow. That's crazy.
So I've always said, because I love that question.
Tracy.
So I'm on like, so, I can't believe I'm about to say this. On a good day, I'm barely 6'7". When I put my shoes on and my socks, I'm barely 6'8".
With the orthotics.
Right. Because 6'7.5" didn't sound right to me.
Hey,
I mean, I'm 6'8", motherfucker. I know they're 6'7".
Hey, you and John Turner the same.
Yeah.
And that nigga was a 4'5".
Yeah, him and Charles Barkley about 6'5". Love you, JT, but you ain't about 6'5", JT.
And Mark would get glass
No,
like
that's
shit.
what?
And both would get glass
Man.
like a motherfucker.
Both of them on in the
Get
game,
glass
17
like
rebounds,
shit.
18
Yeah,
rebounds.
They get glass like shit.
So that's why.
bullshit.
So that's why in life, I want to get sidetracked from your. I'm gonna come back to T-Mac and Penny because that's a good one. But I always tell this next generation, don't get caught up in size. Play hard. Play the right way. Know your skill set and master it. Because when you watch the NBA today, because I said here, you beautiful baby, you like Ben Simmons. I done met with Ben, met with his brothers, and I'm supposed to work with him this summer. And guess what everyone's thinking I'm gonna have him do?
Shoot young.
Trade ball.
I'm gonna have his ass right in the paint.
Guess what?
In the chair, with the one ball in his hand. Doing like, you watch me on Instagram. When I do the kids, I take the kid with the chair. I took Malcolm Brogdon with a chair, and I put him in front of the
He bad
basket.
motherfucker.
He got Rookie of the Year.
No, Malcolm Brogdon.
He went to Shooter's Paradise, people. He went to Shooter's Paradise. Malcolm's already said it. He goes, why are we not shooting threes? I said, because you can't. I said, I got
Do what you do.
I said, I got to work on your mechanics.
Get better at what you already
Mechanics
good at.
first.
I got to work
Get
on
better at what you're already good at.
He knocked that motherfucker.
Master that shit.
And now he's shooting three better now this year.
Man.
Right? Because you know this, Trump, man, it's the confidence first.
Yep.
He knocked
So
that
then when you go
motherfucker
back, what you said, Rick, is like, let me break down your mechanics. Do you realize when you shoot,
Your form falls.
it's here.
Your form falls.
See what that is?
Yeah.
That's all I did for 6 weeks. So every time he missed 3 in a row, I'd come over to him, I'd do this.
Lift the elbow up.
So then, I'd film it, I'd show it to him. He goes, wow. So now when you watch Malcolm Brogdon shoot, you'll see him do this. Leave it. And you always hear me on the NBA.
Leave it.
What did Clay do? All 10 of Clay's threes. Not near one of them was down here. All 10 was like this.
He can shoot that bitch.
Like this. When Ray Allen hit that 3 in the corner
I'm with
with the
Ray.
rebound.
I'm with Ray.
Oh, yeah,
That's
when they took
but when he
10
shot.
out of the game
you
and
know,
shit.
Go look at the fucking video, people. It's like this.
Do that.
It ain't like
3D.
this.
3D.
It ain't like that.
3D.
It's like this.
I'm with Jesus Shuttleworth.
You see what I'm saying?
Jesus
Yeah,
said-
yeah,
yes,
Jesus
sir.
said that at you.
Yeah.
Y'all have Clay.
Yes.
I'm with Jesus.
Thank you.
No, Jesus.
Stay with- and
Oh,
stay
that's
with
what I'm
Jesus.
saying.
Yeah.
Stay with Jesus. You're not gonna go wrong. No,
I know that.
that's right.
He said stay with Jesus.
I didn't realize I said something cool, man.
Yeah, you said
I
the real
just
shit.
Oh, shit.
Hey, he
Hey,
said
Slim, we need to make fun of
He said
freestyle
stay
this
with
motherfucker.
Jesus. You
We gonna freestyle this motherfucker. In 2 seconds,
The reason I was
freestyle
saying
this bitch.
that, the reason I was saying that is because
I'm ready.
one of our producers at NBA TV and TNT, he goes, the best television is when we don't agree. You like Magic, I like man, we all like Mike. Man, I'm turning channel.
Right.
You like Ray, I like Clay. You might like Dale Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
You might like Dan Marley. You might like motherfucking Reggie Miller. And none of us are wrong.
And guess what?
JT said he calling you. Stop
Hey,
playing. John Turner said he calling you. He said stop. He said stop playing.
JT, stop lying.
The only way we're not gonna solve it unless we just say how the fuck we want to say it.
Yeah.
We can't be on that. But when we just boom chilling, we can like, man, that motherfucker, that woo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the same time, we all talking about bad motherfuckers though.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about motherfuckers.
That's the fun part about it.
You know I love that motherfucker from Charlotte, bad young boy.
Who, yeah, Campbell.
Yeah, we talked to him the other
Nah, he
night.
be barbecuing.
Joe, he be making niggas like fall literally like it ain't like niggas fake playing D. They be trying to jump out there.
They're trying. That's what makes it. That's what makes it fun because they're literally trying to
Bad
stop
boy.
him, and they can't.
And they can't. And they motherfucking can't.
Yeah, I just wish Mike and now I think Mitch Kupchak's the new general manager. You know, Kimba is worth whatever he's asking
He
for.
gone. I think he gone.
But he's stuck because who's going to give him the money he wants?
Right.
It's just, this is I call it politics. It's like in life with Donald Trump. Same with sports, it's politics. Because Kimba was drafted by Charlotte. The community loves him. The community loves him. It's kind of like how Bradley Beal now, DC's loving Bradley Beal right now. Very similar on a bigger level.
Or
in
like
Charlotte.
Westbrook and OKC.
Same, yeah. More like that.
Yeah.
Because more like that. So all the schools, the churches, the whole 9 yards, they love Kimba. But reality is, if I give Kimba $25 million a year, I'm not gonna make the playoffs.
I get what you're saying. Because I can't get nobody around him that I have to pay. It gets me
Especially
cold.
when you got
and
motherfuckers, when you got Batum making a motherfucking bag.
So that was a bad bag.
That was a bad bag.
That was a bad bag.
Batum got the motherfucking. He got
MKG, his bag's on. I mean, for the sake of number, his bag's like 56. So it's not like Batum's. I think it's 90 or 100.
Yeah, Batum got.
Yeah, he got a big old bag, and now he's not producing since he left Portland. Right. So that has Charlotte.
You like Lillard or Charlotte from Charlotte?
I'm going Dame Dollar.
And Westbrook was talking shit.
Dame Dollar.
Dame Dollar.
Westbrook was saying, "I've been busting your ass for."
Wall
He was talking crazy
Bill
last night.
or Lillard McCullum?
Lillard McCullum.
Okay. Why?
John Wall. I love you to death, bro. I see you all the time. I saw you this summer in Vegas Summer League. I told you to figure out a way how you and Dwight Howard could get on the same page to help save my city. Because the Bullets hadn't won anything since '78, and the Wizards ain't never won anything.
Right.
I'm going to say it again. The Bullets hadn't won anything in '78. You remember that piece you and I did together? It's all on YouTube, all on NBA.com. And I challenge you, how would you help bring a championship to our city? That's why.
Who had the city more on fire? John Wall or Gilbert Arenas?
GA, man. Agent Zero. It's no discussion.
Agent Zero had that shit.
Agent Zero. Hey, Dre.
Agent Zero had this motherfucker on fire.
Agent Zero is special.
Agent Zero had this motherfucker on fire.
Agent Zero is special.
Let me ask you a question.
He's a special dude.
Hey.
He's a special personality.
But you don't think James Harden took some stuff from him though? Because
We all still, Rick.
he just reminded me.
You got still to say.
Ricky,
You gotta steal the
Hey, tell the young fella.
James Harden probably is the new
Great question.
Gilbert Arenas.
and for all you
James
watching,
Harden is the new Gilbert.
you see how big my hands are?
He's a left.
So come in, watch
He's
this.
the
Come in.
left Gilbert. Hey, look,
You ever thought about that shit?
Who?
He a left hand Gilbert
James
Arenas.
Harden is the left-handed Gilbert Arenas. Because Gilbert Arenas was a book.
Yes, he
Complete
was.
was.
That motherfucker
I'm not
was
mad
some
at
other
that.
shit.
He used to barbecue
I'm not mad at that.
every. You know,
Hibachi.
Yeah. When you get a name like that though, like
So, I wanna go-
Zero.
Yeah,
But Hibachi stole his shit from people too.
Yeah, you got
It's
to.
hard. It's hard, Ricky. And I'm gonna use this because it's gonna hit home. As much as we love Bubba Chuck, we seen the crossover before Bubba Chuck, right? But Bubba
Bad
Chuck took the
motherfucker.
crossover to another level.
He remixed it. He put another little beat to
R.
it.
Kelly with the
Put another rap in
Once he
it.
did
Hold on.
now, let's keep it 1 billion. And once he did it to Mike twice back to back, it was a rap. Right? It was a rap. Right? It was a rap.
Hey, look.
Once he got Mike twice back to back, you motherfucker with the braids, and he got extra tattoos.
Yeah, he bobbed him and then waited for him. And
I'm mad as I wanna be.
Bump, so you know I love
No,
you.
you right.
We laugh about it now.
No, you absolutely right.
When you did at Georgetown, you did the Cap Center. It was great. Fresh sophomore,
Nah,
it was
he
great. It was
really-
cool.
he really-
Cap Center
Look,
was packed.
we had it, look.
Remember this? It wasn't sold out, but it was packed. It wasn't sold out yet. It was the sophomore year started getting
His
sold out.
athleticism.
Sophomore
With
year.
that, then he going at and going to the rack and
Right, wasn't shooting threes then.
Nah,
When it was all, hey, look,
hey,
look, when it was all the way
What?
over, when it was all the way over, he had the
What?
motherfucking
I
Concord.
watched
At
that
his
shit.
size?
Yeah,
He had the
bad
Concords
motherfucker.
with the black ankle braces, yo.
Come on, man.
Concord
Nah,
with the
bad,
black ankle braces.
motherfucker, man. That
Cooking.
that's why A3. That's why we get in this motherfucker and we just talk
It's all good, man.
and just talking and he talking some real shit. He's actually answering some questions.
No,
Yeah, I'm answering everything. I ain't hiding from nothing.
So
Somebody got a good one. Someone said Marbury versus Kyrie.
I got Kyrie. I'm not even answering that question. I ain't got to think about it. I love those. Marbury, you know you my motherfucker,
Marbury
man.
was
Good
a
motherfucker, dude.
He's still getting it, right?
Man, Kyrie on
It's
some
different.
shit.
No, that's a different conversation.
Starbury was
You
a
go.
motherfucker, though.
We ain't talking about. We talking about who?
Okay, shirts, okay.
We
You ain't talking about shit, right?
Okay.
Kyrie, fuck that bullshit. 3D, you think? I no, Jordan Check, I get on
No,
that.
no. There's only one bias I ever use. I'm lying. There's 2 biases. It's Kenny and Shaq. I don't bias Penny as much because Penny's Penny, but Shaq, young. I mean,
Shaq
when
bad.
my father passed away, Shaq slept in my room 3 nights on the road. My pop. So it's like a different. He's not my teammate, like my.
You raised Shaq.
So I raised him.
I
My
know that.
mom and his
I know
mom
you
kicked
did.
it.
That's your little brother, yo.
And with Kenny, it's the same thing. Man. His mom
Bad
rest in peace.
motherfucker,
My
yeah.
mom and his mom became best friends.
Shit.
Right, and we only played 1 year together, so that's why for me it's really cerebral because some people can be around somebody 10 years. That's my best friend. I'd rather do 1 year, and he calls me every day.
But
He's the head coach at Fisk, and I'm trying to send kids to him.
he supposed to be coming up here.
Motherfucking when you
Day
was
one.
young and from day one, he always been like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's the only time I really use my bias is with Kenny and Shaq. Those two.
Shaq,
Who's
it's
the
not
best
personal.
big man ever? I always, come on, stop asking.
It ain't a person.
I always say Shaq. But to the point about James Harden, you said something that we were laughing earlier at the bar.
Yeah.
James Harden had those last week. He averaged 40. He had like 9 games, and then we showed the graphic. We moved to the lemon. I said, keep showing it. Wilt did that shit 565 times. So that's why. So he's not telling the story. Is like I love Shaq to death, but Shaq has never had 40 500 times in a row. 500 times in a row.
Shaq bad motherfucker.
Come on, man, most dominant ever.
Yeah, Shaq bad
Down this,
motherfucker.
and then
Barkley or Malone?
Barkley.
What about LaMarcus Aldridge
Oh, y'all had that
or
motherfucker.
Rasheed Wallace?
8 foot. Rasheed, nice all the fuck out there. Yeah, I'm going to sheet over that, man. I don't know what.
She makes us mad.
I didn't really say that.
But don't get me
makes us
wrong.
mad. She
Don't
makes
get me
us
wrong. I love Aldridge though.
Yeah.
He can book.
Oh, somebody said. Someone said Shaq or Kareem. Kareem.
He just don't get into the physical play of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you said Kareem over Shaq?
Yeah. I ain't gonna say I'm fake it. I can't use my bias on that one.
Jordan
Shaq, hold on,
Cole.
remember this. Shaq was hot garbage as a freshman. Georgia Tech, we beat them. We sent him, Stanley Robinson, Chris Jackson. We sent their ass home.
I seen that. I seen that game.
Kareem was winning JV games. he beat.
He's the only. I think him and Bill Walton are the only one to win 4 years in a row. And the
Yeah.
reason
I seen
the
that.
freshman year he couldn't play, but he still got the ring.
But they beat
The
JV
Right,
beat the
the-
team, and
right,
it was ranked number
right,
one that
okay,
year.
exactly.
It was
So-
ranked number one that year.
So that's
The
why I
JV
always-
beat the team.
For good debates, use the whole
Conversation.
So somebody said better finisher, Strickland or Kyrie.
Strickland. Kyrie learned from Strickland.
He always say Kyrie.
No, but he learned from Strick. Now, here's a better conversation. Kyrie's a better shooter.
Kyrie
than
might
Strick.
dunk that bitch though, Dennis.
Ryan Could just never did.
That's my point. But
No.
Kyrie will.
No.
Kyrie will.
So because someone will versus they can't,
That's right.
I'm not mad at that. But
See, this is a prime. This is why someone said it. It's a difference talking basketball around motherfuckers that don't know basketball.
Right.
They
And,
talk-
and you can have a good. I'm not mad at Kurt because that's how he thinks, because that's what he sees, and that's what I'm trying to help people have good, healthy debates. Have your facts.
So let me ask you this:
Yeah.
what you think about? What you think about Lonnie keeps saying LeBron is some shit though? We can't. No.
Lonnie, stop it, Lonnie.
Thank you.
Stop.
Thank you.
Stop it, Lonnie.
Just say you don't fuck with him.
Yeah, that's it.
Lonnie, that's my dog. That's my guy.
I love Lonnie.
He
you know I
said-
did for
No,
Lonnie.
no,
Lonnie know what I did for him.
He said he called him the bum. He don't call him LeBron.
What,
No, that's disrespectful.
With the masses that are on that bandwagon, LeBron is not built like AI. He's not built like
Right.
Kobe. He's
That's
not
what.
built
That's
like
what.
Mike.
It, that,
We
that's
get all
what.
that.
He's not
That's
built like you.
We
that's
get all
really.
that.
That's really
That's
what.
the difference.
That's really what
We get all
it is.
that.
That's
But he
what.
ain't no
That's
bum.
it.
He ain't no bum.
No, stop it. That's it. Don't even say that.
Right.
When you say it now, you
I'm going back to shit.
yeah. This you don't like him. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. But you come on, bro, stop.
Yeah.
I don't mind if you don't like him.
Yeah, I can do it.
Right.
I don't mind if you don't like him. That's cool. But no.
Somebody-
Guys, so remember I say compartmentalize the conversation? Is LeBron, who's the best assassin? Mike and Kobe. There's nothing else to talk about.
I agree with that.
There's nothing else to talk
I
about.
agree with that.
And I don't care what none of y'all
I got to put
say
Shaq
on
in there
Twitter.
too. I got to put Shaq in there too.
No, Shaq can't make free throws on a consistent basis.
Kareem.
Hey, somebody said.
Kareem, a little bit.
Kareem.
Bird, you think Bird was an
Last
assassin?
50 seconds.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Bird was an
Good
assassin.
call. Whoever said that, yeah, good call. My bad. Yeah,
Bird
Bird was
too.
assassin. I'm sorry.
Bird.
No, that was me.
That was you. Okay, that was you. Yeah,
But
Bird was assassin.
somebody
Bird
said
was
D.
assassin.
Somebody said D. Scott or Ron Hopper.
I'm going to
Now, bust Ryan Harper ass.
I'm going to these guys over there.
What is bad
He
he
said what his bad yeah.
What you but before Ron Hopper got hurt, he was a bad motherfucker, right?
He wasn't even.
Hold on,
they-
Rick.
they
Rick,
give
I ain't gonna lie.
positions,
Before Ryan
Robert got hurt. He was a
man. Ryan was arguably the best shooting, second
Ron
best shooter
Harper
behind
and
Mike
Andy
before he
Boone.
hurt
That's
his knee.
that.
Somebody
That shit
said,
should have been Ron
First
Harper
league.
and Andy Boone.
somebody said G Hill or Stackhouse. I'm going with G Hill.
Oh, G all day long.
Yeah.
Love Stack, but G all day.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, love Stack.
Somebody said Bias or Jordan.
Bias.
How about Bias and the
I'm
best
biased on
call?
bias. You know, and the only reason I can say that because I heard it come out of his mouth. Mike said he's the only guy that I ever respected and feared.
Yeah.
He said that.
I remember
Yes.
that. Yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yes, respected.
Man,
and feared.
Lenny was, man, y'all.
I remember going over northeastern, northwestern when they played high school.
Northwestern.
Northwestern.
And a little cracker box gym.
Mm-hmm.
Jay was a youngin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there. Remember you asked, I'm going back to our, cause we doing it. We 2 hours in. I told you I ain't got no time in with you.
Yeah.
So I said, that's the dude that like how much I admire Clay taking a few dribbles. Lenny didn't take a lot of dribbles.
Nah, he ain't take a lot for the dribble.
Remember he run from one
pull-up.
baseline
To the other one. To the other one.
Come on, man. Big talk right here, man.
And
He
going to
run
crash-
from
and
one
going to
baseline
crash
to
that
the
glass.
baseline,
He going to
catch
crash
it,
that glass.
boom, and follow up dunk, get a rebound,
he
pump
gonna
fake.
crash that
One
glass.
dribble pull-ups,
And
two
did
dribble
you,
pull-ups.
Talk to me now.
Catch and
D
shoot.
you up and still one.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, no, he
D
ran
you
a
up
few
and still
dribbles.
one.
So that's why I said earlier,
man.
What?
we've been stealing each other's shit for
years.
years. Dr. J said he stole the
Then
shit
he
from
can
Connie
shoot that
Hawkins with the big
motherfucker,
hand.
yo.
With the one hand joint.
Connie Hawkins was doing that shit.
And Worthy stole it from them. With that little one hand and all that little shit.
Come on, man.
Yeah. But that's how we were raised to watch basketball. We watched our mothers before us. I'm gonna shoot this motherfucking jumper like Dennis Scott. I'm gonna handle this motherfucker like Isaiah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kids, they say I'm gonna do this motherfucker for me now. Like they act like what nobody before them.
Steve Nash or Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson.
Man, I'm going with KJ.
Not the 2-time MVP.
I'm going with KJ.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be
Kevin Johnson was a motherfucker.
I'm going with
He also
KJ.
married Michelle.
No, I'm gonna tell you I was like that. That motherfucker Brandon was coming.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I saw him,
I played with him in Minnesota.
That mother
Who?
was
TB, Terrell
Yeah,
Brand.
Terrell Brand was tough.
Pick and roll.
Yeah.
It was either layup or a jump shot.
Yeah, that
People,
Mark
his
Price
name
made
never
too,
come
though.
up. He was an all-star. His name never come up.
2 years in Minnesota.
Mark Price or
No, 1 year.
Cleveland, 1 year Cleveland.
and 1 year Minnesota. Yeah.
Motherfucking Nash.
You said Mark Price on that? Mark Price
Price
on
is
that.
bad.
Price and Nash.
He bad
Mark
though.
Price.
He bad.
Yeah, Georgia Tech.
I'm my bad. A little bit biased on that one too. My bad. Yeah.
Mark Price bad though.
Mark Price is cold blooded. He was the first. And we use the term split the double team.
Mm-hmm.
Go look at the old NBA footage. He was.
No, he's split them pick and roll.
You know your point guard.
Bah!
But this is what's what made Ride so good. So for all you young people out here watching, and then because it's going to be watched many days after this, watch how a point guard accepts the trap. You're younger. When they get ready to trap me, oh,
They want the trap.
I want the
He always talk about. He always
Yes!
talk about that.
'Cause
Like
you know
double.
the
He like
trap.
double team.
Yes.
He-
Now because it's two
Wow.
things. So now, if you're
burn them
tall,
up, it's 5-on-3.
if you're tall, you can see through the trap. If you small, you can see through the trap. What do you mean, 3D? I'm about to give y'all a real game right now. 5 holes, right? That's the 1 hole under the arm. That's the 2 hole under the arm. That's the 3 hole over the arm. 4 hole over the shoulder. The 5 hole is over the head. So that's why Shaq, Kareem, and all the big guys, Marc Gasol, great passers, because they use the 5 hole, right? Trouble Man, yeah, I'm posting the point guard up. Russell Westbrook, I'm posting the point guard. That big 7-footer comes, you can't see, yeah, you big dummy. I'm looking at the 2 hole. People apart.
Somebody said Terrell Brandon or
See what I'm
Damon.
saying?
He said Terrell Brandon or
So
Damon.
that's why you accept the double team. Yeah, come on, you big dummy. There's a 2 and 3 on you can't see because you 7 foot, you big dummy. Layup 3. Steph Curry, Clay, now Cousins. What's the other team? Nurkic in Portland with Dame and CJ.
My man a different
Yes.
name.
Oh,
Nurkic
the
be
Joker.
dumping that motherfucker.
Joker.
The Joker is my
Yeah,
new
Joker's
favorite
all
guy.
of it.
I
He's
lead
that
past him every day when I'm not working. Man.
Joker motherfucking real.
Passes that
They said Terrell
motherfucker.
Brandon or Damon Stoudemire.
Oh, Terrell.
That's a good one. That's a
Terrell.
good one.
Daniel was cooking though.
The Damon Stoudemire in Toronto.
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse. He's Mighty Mouse in Toronto.
my
But
God.
you gotta say this. You gotta say this. I'm a David Stoudemire fan all the way. We the same era. and everything.
Six
That
pick,
bad,
dog.
he's a bad little motherfucker.
Right.
Hard to guard and everything. I just think when you talking about, I think that he had more leeway to do the fuck he wanted to do.
No question.
With a mob. Terrell had a nice little mob in Cleveland where
No question.
you do what you do, but at the same time you gotta take care of these motherfuckers too. You know what I'm saying? Damon had that motherfucker.
Damon
like,
averaged like 20 as a rookie, right?
man, don't eat. No, that's my point. Like you had that 5 hours.
6
You,
pick.
you had that like green light to say you ain't got past this motherfucker.
Right.
Cause ain't nobody good in that team. You got past 2. That motherfucker Terrell Brandon had some shit like. Man,
I think they was left-handed. wasn't
You
it?
like
Yeah.
Not bad mother. No.
Terrell was right. And
Yeah,
on the
Terrell.
short
Yeah,
side.
Dame was a bad motherfucker. Don't get it twisted now.
Ain't no.
Shorty, Shorty's a bad motherfucker. Damon started mine with Kemba Walker, didn't he?
Kim.
Yeah.
Kim. Well, I think Wayne got more shit.
With the league where he has, he got more
Yeah,
shit.
he got yeah.
He has more lead.
So that's why I'm glad you said it with Damon. You're right on.
No,
He's like
he got more leeway. He got more shit with his leeway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He got more shit with his
So
leeway.
to get 60 in today's game,
Yeah.
and you fucking 5'11" with stilettos on, you're 5'11" with stilettos on, and you getting 60. You know how to get buckets, man.
No,
Brilliant,
boy,
man.
no.
Come on,
That's
man.
What's the name of the people Golden State to start the 4, man?
Draymond.
Draymond Green,
Draymond or Derek McKee?
Derek McKee.
I love that. Derek keep that motherfucker. Yo.
Derek McKee
I
drives
know,
me
look
crazy.
at that.
Derek McKee give me a nightmare.
Yeah.
6'11", 7'3",
They can
nigga.
handle a little bit.
Yes, he
Slip past that bit.
Fucking right.
Right
So
to
Rick,
center. Right
He
to
do all
center.
the shit.
He, hey, cause next
He
year,
do all the shit.
he don't like that. He don't like that. There's only been 2 guys that ever blocked my shot, my jump shot. Derek McKee and Scottie Pippen. And both of them blocked the shot over the guy who set the pin down screen.
They reach.
Think about it.
They're reaching over them.
So they
So the
they-
guy who set the
I think
screen, I came off the pin down screen. I ain't fighting over
They
that.
just came under.
They jumped up.
We scratched.
over 2 guys and blocked my fucking
Dirty
piece of my
King
jump.
Scotty, yo.
They the only two that ever do
Did
it.
you the Scottie Pippen interview when they was talking about him guarding
James Harden? That shit was
was
gangster.
fun. Hey, Joe,
Under-
he said, first of all, I'm just making work to get the ball. So McGrady was trying to demonstrate moves. Like, what if he? Scotty, I got 7
But-
weeks, man. I'm on that shit.
But this is like, but we was talking about this. My thing was, but what James Harden does though is he runs the screen until he gets the man he wants.
Yeah, because everybody.
So-
everybody doing that shit, man.
To Ricky's point, we're a copycat league. Everybody's switching.
Everybody switches off the pick.
So
he just waits.
So James come down. Him, you come in.
Right, that's what he does. And but he does it until he gets.
He pick his poison.
I'm not
LeBron
mad
do
at
that
that,
shit
but that's
too,
what
though.
D'Antoni wants you to know.
LeBron
LeBron
do
don't do
that
it.
shit
LeBron
Now-
don't do it as much.
You know what?
versus-
Now-
Gonna get the
He did it
switch.
more. He did it more in Cleveland.
Now, back in the day, they fought through the screens, right? Like back, so
Oh, all
He
right.
gonna exploit the one-on-one matchup.
Fuck
He
the
gonna make
screens back there. Oh, we
he
trapped.
won his.
So you think they would've trapped- so y'all would've trapped hard?
We done trap hard.
You hear that? You hear what he said?
Hey,
he what he said. He said he would have trapped hard enough.
our day, we the trapped hard.
You got you. I said that.
We the
You
trapped
got
hard.
to. Yeah, you just gotta help.
There's only one other player on the floor.
Make him make a
There's
play.
one other
I mean, the
player
Lakers did it
on
on
the floor that's
Make him
proven.
make a play.
Who is
Lakers
it?
did it
Well,
on Saturday, but they
Who's,
still
hold on,
Make
listen.
him
Hold on, Kurt.
For Houston,
On Houston, who's the one player that's on the
I was gonna say Chris Paul, but he hurt.
No,
Gordon.
Eric Gordon. I forgot.
Gordon
I
shut
forget.
the
I forget he
thing
on the scene.
Exactly, because you know why? Because James Harden dribbles too much.
Yeah.
So
No,
as
as
much
a shooter, it's hard to play with him.
No, on point is, as much as the system fits James, it fits Chris Paul when he's healthy, it makes everyone else stand around and watch.
Yeah. And I was gonna say it's hard to be a catch and shoot guy playing with.
That's why for me, I would love it, because that's my specialty.
Yeah.
I ain't got to dribble no more. What?
But sometimes-
then I would,
but sometimes
then I go
he-
back to our
but-
conversation.
but as
I
a
would
ca-
challenge Clay.
but as a
I
catch
would
and
challenge
shoot-
Clay at 50 years old. I can out catch and shoot him. Because I don't have to dribble.
You spot out.
I'm ready to shoot. You see what I mean, Rick? So psychologically, all that I do is
But will he get it to you
I
when
like
you want
Devin
the ball though? That's the only thing about him. You know,
yes, because I ain't got nothing to do but shoot it.
How you like Devin Booker?
You see what I mean? Think about it, Rick.
That's true.
I ain't got nothing to do but shoot it.
Just
I ain't
be
got
ready- just be
dribble.
ready.
Shot clock's at 2. If I pump fake,
so you gotta let it go. Since
you're running at me, I'm leaving it in your eye. You see what I'm saying? So that's why when you're watching the game now and you watch the playoffs, you're like, damn, how do you... The other night, last night, if you watched the players only game, C.J. McCollum missed a 3, and then the ball came to Nurk and he went to a corner, and then 2 guys ran at him, he shot and still made it. I said, oh, that's shooter's paradise. And then Steve Smith said, why? I said, Steve, you know this. It's like when you miss a shot and the ball comes back to you, you don't remember that last shot.
$2 for $1.
You
You
lock
can
it back
shoot
up,
that
and there you
bitch
go.
too.
This shit was all draw.
It's $2 for $1.
Right.
$2-4.
That's what it is.
So that's why I say is that when you get to a point in your career, you're playing with a team, the only thing you have to do is catch and shoot.
Makes it easy.
Somebody said Vin Baker or Lamar Odom.
Hold on. Which Vin Baker?
Yeah.
I'm going Vin.
Vin Baker, Milwaukee.
Hey, when he was an All-Star, Joe, Vin
That's
Baker.
Milwaukee.
Vin Baker was a bad.
Yeah, he got
Hey,
traded
Vin
from Sean
Baker.
Kemp.
Hey, Vin Baker was a bad man.
Where do you rate the kid in Phoenix?
Devin Booker.
Yeah.
He got next.
Towards who though?
I don't know. Great. Second question. I don't know where the who is because the same flexibility he has in Phoenix is the same flexibility that KD had in Seattle before they moved to OKC.
Just go.
In the Escalade.
Remember that? Remember KD said everybody's like, what's his name? Was that Seton Hall, the head coach?
PJ
Carlesimo.
They was like, oh, Carlesimo was messing up KD. Let him take bad shots. He's gonna get bad habits. No, KD's from here, man. He's a bona fide bucket getter. He ain't gonna mess up that. That's what Devin's going to do in Phoenix.
Okay.
They gave him the ball, just like Houston did. He's that point 2, point 1. Here, go.
Blake Griffin or Sean Kemp?
Sean Kemp.
Yeah, I don't think it's close.
It's closer only
That
because
shit ain't close.
only
Kemp
reason
was
it's
a bad
close.
motherfucker.
The only reason it's close because the new Blake, without Chris Paul and DeAndre, he's showing he
With
was
the
on
lobs and
floor.
shit, he can do a little shit.
He was all lives and dunks. Now
Now he's showing
he
he
came
can
up
do
that
that.
and went bop, and stepped back 3 like hard and shot the 3 and in. When I was like, oh shit. Now the reason I tell the story is he is the son of a coach in high school. And he was 6'3", 6'4", his freshman sophomore.
He's been toward perimeter shit.
He did to Anthony Davis. His junior, senior, he
and
grew
just
6'3".
got a growth spurt.
So that's why the ball.
Now how about Anthony Davis though?
I just hope he stays off.
Jamal
I might
Mack.
be lunching.
Jamal.
If he,
I might
if
be
he-
lunching. I could be lunching. I think he's the best player in the league. I think
Anthony
Anthony
Davis
Davis right now,
there's
they
two
talking
things-
about
there's
going to be. He number one in the league, yo.
He better than LeBron?
This shit's ridiculous, yo.
He
LeBron
better
best
than,
in the
is he
league.
better than
Anthony
LeBron? You
Davis
say he
is-
better than LeBron?
Anthony Davis
I got
is
LeBron,
ridiculous.
then KD, and then y'all can talk about these other
If Anthony Davis got
Why-
with LeBron,
why
let
am I
me tell you
being
something.
Anthony Davis
If
has
Anthony Davis
the
got
potential.
with LeBron, he gonna give LeBron
But,
about 2 or 3
but we talking about potential with Anthony Davis 6 years in?
He like that, yo.
Like, what we waiting on? For him,
Hey, he be cooking now.
We
for him, that's not what I'm
Hey,
saying.
David.
No, he's cooking.
Hey, David.
He cooking.
See, this is why I gotta start calling people out. David, we just stop. If someone said Rod Strickland or Jamal Tinsley, this is the type of
Rod,
shit-
that ain't even close though.
Those are the type of like
Who said that?
I don't know.
Zoe, Big Zoe from
That's not in comparison. That's like Rod Strickland or Jamal Tinsley.
Big Dog or Grant Hill.
Ooh,
Big Dog was.
I'm going with Grant. I'm going with Grant.
I still probably go with Grant.
I'm gonna
Big
see.
Dog was
Well,
a-
Grant, just don't ask me.
Somebody said
Grant.
Weber or Boogie Cousins.
Weber, man. I ain't no Boogie Cousins fan. I like Boogie, but Boogie commercial with that bullshit he be doing.
Well, yeah, well.
See, where bad motherfucker.
Yeah, see, come on, man.
See, where bad motherfucker. Now let me ask you this, Dennis, before we go off this motherfucker in the air tonight.
Spud or Muggsy real quick.
Orlando team. Oh, Spud him. Muggsy. Muggsy on some other shit.
Hold on. That's another fun story for we got there. Another fun story for we got there. This motherfucker right here. Derek Sims, Kevin Sutton, Gerald Jackson, David Atkins, and Brett Enzer. They're playing Muggsy. Someone said something earlier. Reggie Williams, Reggie
Wingate
Lewis,
and all them.
Dave Wingate.
Yeah,
The Dozier twins were coming off the bench. Reggie Lewis was coming off the bench.
I remember that shit.
Mike Brown, who went to Syracuse, was coming off the bench. I'm a young, snide-nosed kid. Went to the game at Towson State, and they lost by, 35?
Yep.
The next week,
No, they whooped us.
they beat them. The next week, I signed the paper and confirmed I was transferring from Loudoun County to Flint Hill. Stu Vetter goes into the locker room and says, Dennis Scott's not going to transfer now. Y'all playing like shit. Melanie, true story. Every player told me once I transferred, I said, man, we so glad you came. I said, wow.
So this is
You
junior
came to
year,
Dunbar, and we got our ass smashed, and Coach Berry think,
We
yes.
lost by 2 at George
Right.
Mason.
Right, that's my freshman year, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what that was like. It was like, what? He's like, hey man, we want to take you over to Towson State. My Dunbar, this shit was jam packed. Now, watch it. This is how I'm getting old, but certain things never mind. Poets, get ready to roll. 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 Dunbar! Poets. And I was like, what the fuck? Who
You
these
remember
niggas?
that
These
shit.
Baltimore niggas, who these
You
Baltimore
remember
niggas?
that shit.
Sam Cassell on the bench. Kirk Lee. Remember Kirk Lee?
Fuck yeah.
That's our man, right? Kirk Lee. Come on, Kirk. I don't know if y'all did. Come on, Kirk. Oh, man.
That was a
Love,
bucket.
man, love that dude, man. Just a real dude. Kirk Lee was a real dude. Kirk Lee was a real dude, man. And now I remember 15, 16 years old. And I said, damn, hey, Rick, you love. I said, my mom ain't bring me all the way to Baltimore. She ain't bring me to Baltimore. If she ain't bring me to Hyattville, she ain't bring me to Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah.
God damn it, Flint Hill, you got lucky.
Damn, that's funny as shit.
Little C, go.
Little bad motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Little
The
C
Wizard. I call him the Wizard.
That's my boy.
Yeah. Yeah, we got your VA guys here tonight.
C.
C. Wiz.
What up, C?
Dwayne, I'm not going to do Zeke and Dumars now. Ooh!
What they got?
Sean, who's that? Sean Hathaway? That's a good one. You see what he
Who's
said?
a
He
better
said
shooter,
me
D. Scott or Mark
versus Mark Macon.
Mm.
Shaking, baking,
What you
Mark
think?
Mason. I mean, I'm obviously going to pick myself, but he got the MVP over me in the McDonald's game in Philly.
Macon's my
I know it's
host.
biased.
When
Now,
I
speaking
was-
of bias, he's from Michigan. He signs with Temple, which is in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had 28. I had 21 or 22. Obviously, people thought I should got MVP, but he got MVP. McDonald's game.
He was my host when I visited
Facts. That's facts.
No,
he
fact,
gave,
no,
I
no,
should have.
no.
I'm by. I thought I
Facts
should have got
only.
it. Yeah, facts on. My bad. You're right. Facts on. You're right. Hashtag facts on.
Like,
My bad.
yeah.
My bad. You're right. So whoever asked that last question,
Hashtag
I love Mark
Right.
Macon.
No disrespect.
His freshman year in the tournament,
Shaking, bacon.
we lost to Texas that year in the second round at Georgia Tech, and I think Temple went to like almost the Big 8.
Travis Mays was there. Who was it?
Travis Joy, right? The brothers.
Mays.
Not the brothers.
Blank.
Was Donald Hogg?
Blank. Travis Blank.
Travis Blank.
Lance Blank.
Lance Blank. There you go.
Joy Wright
Was Donnie
and
Hogg-
Travis Mays.
Donald Hogg-
Donald
Hodge wasn't there yet?
Donald Hodge was at Temple.
He might have been a friend. Oh, you're right. That was a Temple.
That was at Temple.
Oh.
The Texas mob you talking about.
Oh, the Texas mob.
Yeah, that
Oh.
first Texas mob, right?
Yeah.
That was Lance Blanks.
Joy Wright
and Travis Mays.
yeah, they was like that. They was
Travis
like
Mays.
that.
Was he in
He
your
left
draft? I think Travis Mays was in your draft, like later.
He went late. Yeah, he went late that round.
Like,
He was late my year because he was
Lance
Orlando.
Blanks.
Second round.
That nigga wasn't in. He wasn't wearing my. He wasn't wearing my.
wasn't
nothing
seen
out
none
the
of the
fifth.
review.
No,
He wasn't under the fifth.
Oh, you're right.
Was it
You're
even a
right.
possibility you went anywhere before 4, or was that?
Almost went 2 to New Jersey. I mean, no. Jersey was one. Jersey was one. And almost went to Denver.
Gary went 2, right? Who?
Jersey was one. I went and visited
Derek.
them. And they said, you know what? Thanks for coming take
See,
the
look,
We're gonna
right.
take Derek Coleman. I
Told
said,
you,
no.
Lance played with me.
It was a free
See,
day.
Lance
That's
trans-
yeah.
He transferred from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he so then Lance transferred.
I'm trying to tell you this. I was a kid
That's
watching all
right.
this shit.
So he played. That was his
with me.
freshman year,
Yeah.
and then transferred to you for his last couple of years.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
And why he get drafted? Because his dad was an agent.
His dad, and then his dad worked for a team back
Seattle.
then.
Seattle Supersonics.
Yeah. And Lance is somebody's
why
front
he
office
had a
to this day. Lance was in Detroit's front office too.
No, recently he was.
So did you find
A few years ago.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot about that class.
Lance couldn't get on the bench.
I laid back and chill, and I just watch players only.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, someone hit me on Twitter the other day and say, man, at first I didn't really like players only because I wanted someone to tell me who's passing the ball to who. But since you told me, so I always said, like look at the score, like right now. The score says 78, 72. Oh, uh-oh.
We ain't worrying about that.
So 70, so now 80 is 6 minutes. Like, so I challenge people, why do I have to tell you? I mean, I got glasses, I can see them from the sense. So we try to take players only to the next level. Why? Like the other day, and I know y'all Redskin fan, I'm a Cowboy fan. But them two right too.
Don't say that.
That's very unfortunate.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's not DMV, man.
But listen to me, though. What is the talk of the town today, though? How Tony Romo called their game.
Yeah, everybody talking about that.
Even if you hate, even if you hate the Cowboys,
He a bad motherfucker in the
the
booth.
way he called it, if you're a football fan.
He's a bad motherfucker on the field and in the booth,
If
man.
Gronk is
And
a
I'm a
tight
Redskin
end,
fan.
as soon as they put Gronk to the side, they're throwing the ball to
Better
Gronk.
watch him.
He
Watch
was
him.
calling the shit before it happened.
He was calling
That's
shit
what
out,
we
man.
tried to do. So last night when you watched the game, he's like, "Boy," he said, "Slam me on your shit." I was like, "Yeah," because Steve Smith asked me a question. I said, "Oh, as much as I love Paul George, Russell Westbrook is gonna go in the mid post tonight and dominate Dame Lillard. I don't know if it's some beef." And we showed some tweet.
He showed
They
that
said,
motherfucker
we showed that tweet.
dominate
It
your ass.
might be in a ribeye steak or something that said, but it's more than beef because Russell was going at Dame's ass.
cooking that
Then my
nigga
producer
shit.
said, "Man, how'd you see that?" I said, "Because I played and you didn't." Just that simple. I said, "I played and you didn't."
Say that one
So
more
how
time.
can you
No,
see
no,
something
no.
you've never seen before?
Say that one time.
Producers, directors, and writers, we're not hating. If you've never been there, how can you see it? Why do I say that? Just like when I do TV, I go to the directors' meetings, I go to the producers' meetings, I go up what they call the war room, and I watch how people sit so I understand everyone's job. But unless you played high school basketball, forget college, forget the NBA, did you play in the rec league? Did you play in the church league? If you hadn't played in any of those leagues, you've never caught an elbow before. You've never set a screen.
What's your take on Stephen A. Smith?
Stephen A. Smith is crazy. And he's maximized his personality. Remember we talked about it earlier? He's maximized his personality. And for Stephen A. Smith to come out and say he hates the Cowboys, but he loved how Tony Romo called their game, he kept it real. That's why I wanted to bring that up before we get out of here. It's like, even growing up here, my dad was a Purple Peter eater. I was like, Dad, why do you like the Vikings? Amar Rashad, the George Foreman, the French Tarkenton. All right, I get it. Same thing with me is, as much as y'all risking, I couldn't put the hog on my nose. I couldn't. So I'm keeping it 100. But Hollywood Henderson, I'm sorry, I don't know what he had on his wristband. I don't know what he was doing, but he was getting interceptions and shit. Y'all with me now if y'all real Cowboys. You know what I mean? So when you grew up in the early 90s, you had to take you the local or, damn, this is America's team. These motherfuckers off the chain. They having fun. Fun bunch, Gary Clark, and that's all right. You know what I mean? Drew Pearson, Tony Doss. It's like, as much as you hated them, but you couldn't be mad at them because it was still good, right? So now in today's sports, we look at Golden State, right? Super Bowl next week or 2 weeks next weekend, you look at Tom Brady. If you're a baseball fan, you look what the Yankees do, you look what the Red Sox do. Now the Dodgers, Magic Johnson, we play our game to win, period. Everything else we've had fun tonight about has all been about the base. So that's why, for me, I'm trying to help all of us take our shit to the next level. I want the Red Cup Hour one day to be on Sirius or to be on that podcast circuit. When you flip out your iPad and you see all those podcasts, I want the Red Cup to be there. Because y'all, you know what I mean? It's real shit. Obviously, we're DMV, but we've expanded our conversation like to everybody. To everybody. See what I'm saying?
It's not just hyper local.
No, it's not. Yeah. But early on, I got it. Boom. But it's time to do this. It's time for you and Ricky to go hit those pictures. Dude, you the shit around here that you want some influential people that people in our area would love to say I was at the game with this person. I was at the east side with this person. I was at the wedding with this person. I was at the club.
Check out the bathroom, dog.
Say no more. I ain't got to see. You just co-signed it. You just co-signed it.
Check out upstairs.
That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
look,
It's like,
you know the wildest shit though? Like,
you got to. But listen to me. I'm keeping it 1 billion with y'all, man, because I came here because of him. That's who I played with. That's my man. I played against his brother, but for whatever reason, I have a spiritual connection with Trouble Man. Like I have a spiritual connection with D. I didn't plan this shit. You feel me? So now, because I've been blessed to have good things happen for me, now how can I come back and sprinkle y'all? Because this is good conversation that everybody needs to hear, not just the DMV.
The first thing when I seen him, I say, "Hold
We outside in front of the house, right? You like, oh, shit, you bought there. I didn't want to tell you that.
I said, you got the cooker man with you. The bad motherfucker right there.
So this
rock pot.
So this is the part.
For that work is decent.
I'm gonna tell you some wild shit though. That since we're on this subject. So today boom, a box outside, right?
You got a box outside, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, come this motherfucker.
You don't have too many boxes outside your house.
No, I'm just like boxes outside.
Right.
I'm like, boom. So I get up, I say, man, it's a box. I don't know. So I'm thinking this box for my man, my homie Banks Boom. So they say your name on it. Open that motherfucker up. I said, oh shit. That's all the motherfucking 3D shit. Then I'm thinking the conversation we had a long time ago. Boom. You hit me with a, hey Joe, you a wild motherfucker. Hey Joe, hey Joe, I said, hold up. I said, oh, I've been hitting on Facebook. But Facebook ain't for everybody, for personal shit to be handed to. Right. Man, when I opened that motherfucking box and seen that gear, I said, oh, my man got me.
It's official.
And you said it, man. So you was like, man, anytime hit me up, let me know. I got you. You ain't even tell me the motherfucking box was coming. You ain't even tell me that shit. See, that's how wild. That's how wild it is. We checked him back, make sure the address good. As far as coming soon. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, boom, we good. Then you come with my dog. This motherfucker, I just seen him when I was 13. This was getting buckets back in the day. I'm like, nah, for real, that means something to me, other than what we're doing, what we're trying to do with the cut. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we ain't trying to like outdo nobody. We trying to get this shit for mothers come on here and just be
say what they can't say anymore.
And chop it up. You know what I'm saying? And take the shit you never love. That's why last night I said, man, I said, tell V Pool. I said, it was
V Pool out, man. That's my guy. That like, remember, so it was like 2 years ago when Players Only started. I said, why I know you so well? Come on, Vanderpool from DC. That's why it was like it hit me. I was like, that's why I know.
And that's why I said,
Vic was nice back in the day.
Yeah, I was like, tell
Vanderpool was nice back in the day.
Yeah, I was like, tell Vanderpool. And Vanderpool has helped a lot of stuff I do in my community. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. He helped me too.
With the youth. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we tied into all that shit. But when I seen you on that Players Zone, I said, man, let me reach out to my man, say what's up to him, boom, boom. Even though we ain't talking in a while, when you responded,
that's what I told her. I said, yo, that's like, we said, Kurt. I said, yeah, I'm going to show. I said, man, tell Kurt. I said, what's up, man?
I was like,
literally, I hit you right back.
I said, man, let me hunt. And you reached right back. You wasn't even,
I was still on the court. Yeah, I was still on the court. I left the arena yet.
And that shit, man, to me, I was like, man, seeing you, everybody see you on TNT and NBA TV, the shit you be doing, the great shit. Not no bullshit, the great shit. And how you gonna get Dennis? I said, man. My man gave me his word. I said he ain't never told me no bullshit.
Never told you no bullshit.
And
15 to 50. So I
already know.
I might get a shirt. From 15 to 50, no bullshit.
No bullshit.
15 to 50, no bullshit.
And you know what I'm saying?
I might get a shirt.
Right through, boom. And that surprise on that motherfucking pounds, I said, oh, okay. I said, that motherfucker big. I said, it big. You know what I'm saying? I was telling Rick, telling JB, man, dog coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when he started posting, I started liking your stuff too.
I said, and we got my man Charlie Mo, shout out,
Charlie Mo, sorry you're not here,
my
bro.
man called in sick tonight. Called in sick tonight.
I'm gonna come back for part 2 in the summertime after the final.
Got you. There it is. And that's me. That's me holding number chapter.
We gotta get UNG Hill one of my legend games.
Can we get
we gotta get UNG Hill one of my legend games, man.
Okay.
Get you out there.
That shit that make your shit a little more impressive. But everybody gonna play it on, right?
Hey, dude, that nigga jump shot too, right?
Did he say fight?
Yeah. One of my legend games, man.
I do a shooting.
I got him out there. I
saw that game.
I got him out there. I got
the challenge.
Hey, got Bootney. I got Bootney out there. Daryl Prue. They older than you.
Yeah, Bootney almost passed
Jeff
out.
Baxter.
Hey, Bootney, I love you, Bootney. You almost passed out, Bootney. You almost passed out. I saw that.
You know what you do? Right now in the show, myself and Malcolm Battle, we doing a clinic.
Okay.
In August or something.
Okay.
And when you in town,
no.
Just come and holler.
No. Don't say. Give me the date so I'll be in town.
All right. So
Because when I come in town, I'm only coming in town with the wife and kids.
Yo.
So I'm probably on chill out time. You won't hit me.
Hey,
come over. I'm like, man, I got the kids, man. I ain't no way I'm ready. You know what I mean? So
hey, D. Sims, your man just came in town. My brother, big bro.
Bro. Hell no! Hell motherfucking no!
I'm trying to tell you.
Hell no!
Hey, D, this what you do, man.
Damn it, boy! Rick! Make me zoom in. This nigga right here. Oh, man.
This what you do.
Hold on. My mama raised me.
Yeah, I mean, you get out the way.
Lala.
Same thing. We lost motherfucker for a while. No, we still doing Drake, my man Drake. Hey, I was telling Dirk. Dirk used to fry y'all. Hey, Dirk, he did.
Too much money.
Yeah, man.
I gotta get my mama some love. Yeah, that's there. So they don't raise me properly.
That's how we do, man.
I raise you properly.
Appreciate
That's
you,
gangster,
boy.
man.
Appreciate you, boy.
boy. I told you. What I tell you is I got you. I told you. I let everybody know.
You gonna close
That's
us out?
my man.
You gonna close us out?
Oh, before I get out of here,
We closing
closing
out.
out.
Yeah, Smith
I know it's
closes
the Red
out.
Cup hour, but I had to come back with the 30th anniversary of Orlando Magic. That's history. I helped create that franchise. But more important, this is real talk. DMV talk. We're here to help each other. So when I found out the Red Cup was for real, the timing fit, and the Trouble Man is my man. I'm serious, people. So if we're trying to give back, we're trying to help each other. This is what this is all about. So I'm looking forward to the Red Cup hour going to the next level. You ready for this? Players only, baby.
I already silent short. Hey, nah, we out, man. We had a special guest come through tonight, man. Big brother came through. They didn't say your number. They talking about how much they had on it. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit, man. But that's what we do, man. Great for everybody looking out. You know what I'm saying? 3D gear, laces up tonight for show.
Got the players only have
Players only, yeah. We doing it, baby. We on our way, baby. We on our way, but off no bullshit, man. Thanks, man. Dre coming through.
Yes, indeed.
JB as usual.
No doubt.
Motherfucking 3D. Ricky G. Look, they still telling some back in the day game. Bullshit. I love you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, man. We'll see y'all another time, man. We official. Y'all see what's going on. We out of here. Peace out.
Hold on, Rick. See, I told him I was only gonna do, 7 to 9, but it's 7 to 10, 3 hours. I like to do things in threes.